You mean you weren't getting all that riveting dialogue?
About spiders. At least Tucker didn't start talking about spider genitals.
Alrighty.
Don't get me started.
Tucker, congratulations. Kurtal, congratulations.
But I was it last time.
Fuck you.
There's a new rule now.
So,
It doesn't matter now.
Kyle's been it every time since he joined the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
God damn it.
I'm not Fate Keeper. Yeah, okay. That's
You
fine.
are a Fate Keeper.
No shot
No.
keeper.
Alright.
I'm kidding.
Welcome back, all my great fans at YouTube.
Hey,
All four
Uncle.
of you.
Hey, Uncle.
Hey, buddies. Alright.
So,
How about giving us a recap there, Kurtal?
I will once Roll20 stops shitting itself.
Well, then we're never getting a recap.
It's pizza time. Be right
I
back.
heard the doorbell.
Yeah.
Shh,
Ding
everything's
dong.
It's a fucking loud doorbell, my dude.
Did you get the pictures I sent you a while back, Uncle? Of
Oh.
the things?
Oh, that's right. Hold on. I gotta look at your thingy you sent me.
Oh, which thing?
I don't know. Something you sent me after last session.
I sent you a bunch of things over time.
I know.
Oh, that one, yeah. It's right next to the pictures. If I'm thinking right.
Okay.
Yeah, Kurtal.
Is it over?
It's
No, I didn't start because I
Yeah,
want you to
miss
suffer
it.
like I do.
Oh, okay.
So, it is... Last time on the Eclipsian Lyceum, this will lack my usual banter because I've got a throbbing headache. It was actually a fairly easy session, all things considered. No, not lacking in detail or development, but it was because we are playing catch-up as Cabal 1 exists in a different timeline and we're trying to realign the beams or realign the flows, as it were. Kurtal, my character, has done nothing really other than run back and forth between his temple and the home in Lyrial. Ilaria has picked up her duties as a guard again and is speaking with various persons and personages at the Lyceum to talk about diplomatic missions to Equeth, about the Drow, and just diplomatic missions around in general. She also spent some time wandering around Lyrial, informing towns, villages, and wandering vagrants about how to identify Drow. Katrina and Rolun had a nice outing for about 20 minutes before her dad. Katrina's dad showed up and said, "Hey, you don't need her anymore, so I'm going to take her." And Rolun was like, "Okay." Which caused Katrina to return with new character art, which is not reflected on her token on the main screen, so please ignore that. This token right here, right there, ignore that. Important stuff happened. All of the dragons have hatched. Holy fuck, have the dragons hatched. From top to bottom, I will point them out as necessary. We have Naume, the female gold, which Kurtal has taken under his wing. A bit of irony there in that phrase. Viradar, who is an asshole and tried to eat Longshot's arm. Thankfully, Kurtal put that back on. And, well, tensions are a little thick between the goblins and the dragonlings now. Or wormlings is the proper term. Silver dragons, we got Vernok and Strata. I believe Vernok attached to Ilaria, yes?
No.
Or was it Strata?
Stratia is...
Stratia. Oh, thank you. I didn't see the eye. Zoomed
it's
down a
hard to
bit.
see if we zoomed out.
Yep. We have Parama and Alve, who I know is with Lialda. Bryn is Roland's little dragon. And then we have Asita and Malak, who is Sollyn's unfortunate burden.
Jesus. So harsh.
No
on
comment.
someone. Fucking hell.
Unfortunate
That
for
was
who?
shit.
Yes.
Anyways.
I'm bitter tonight. Anyway, with all the hatchings done, now there's not as much concern about somebody coming to steal the eggs. Now there's concern about somebody coming and stealing baby dragons, which is a whole new set of stressors, and why Kurtal's going to have white hair before he's 40. Or, spell backfiring or something like that.
Not long left at this point.
Yeah, true. Sollyn, I believe, has been busy managing his barony and doing business at the Lyceum, yes?
Correct.
Yep. Rolun has been at the Lyceum doing his own business. Katrina, as I said, returned with new character art, and her boobs have only gotten bigger, which has led me to believe that Nathaniel either has a spell or has access to a spell that just increases bust size. Which is a very important story development, as I'm sure everyone is aware. We are still in the middle of catching up with the flow of time for Cabal 1, but before the end of last session, for those of you who have listened or for those of you who have not listened, we have earned a new member to our party who's not a dragon, which is surprising nowadays. It's a gnome! Batapa. Batapa tipa tapa tipa tapa tapa poo. Batapa das Retrol, who is an amateur or an apprentice sling blade, has varieties of color in her hair, and apparently has access to spiritual magic, which has led many of us to believe that she's got bardic tendencies.
Or she's just a gnome. We have not confirmed or denied either.
Nope. Confirmations and denials have not been had. Not yet. Which catches us up to where we are now. Some money was distributed to us after some things on consignment have sold, but being wizards, we are sure to see that whittle away quite quickly. And we are back to Cabal 1, catching up. I believe this is the third month out of the 9?
Yeah, 9 we're going to be skipping
Yeah.
through.
So we are at the beginning or the end of month 3 out of the 9 that we have, which means we have under half a year, which should hopefully be at worst the majority of this session, and then we can start catching up with real world events.
Yep. Is Uncle here?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, very good recap.
Oh,
Don't
wondering if you
patronize me.
had left because you weren't giving him shit like you normally do.
No.
You completely forgot about Fireface. I'm so disappointed.
That's
Yeah,
because that
yeah,
was
I
2
did.
sessions ago.
No, Roland learned some stuff about Firefox.
No,
last session.
scrub. Remember.
Yes.
I didn't exactly hear all of what Roland had from Reynold. I know that Reynold advised us to carry certain materials on our person to try and ward Fireface away, but I couldn't remember what they were exactly.
Salt, cold iron, and silver.
Mm-hmm.
See, I remember.
Yep. I think I wrote it down, unless I accidentally forgot to save it. I forgot to save it.
Oh,
No, I have it.
of course you do.
Okay.
Anyways.
What did you write down?
Oh, the stuff about the nightshade. I didn't remember if I had or not, because I accidentally forgot to save it at one point. I didn't know if I actually rewrote it or just fucking gave up.
All right. So you have do you have all the descriptions for your family yet, Kyle?
Not yet. I'm still writing them up. I'm going to send you pictures now. I think I just messaged you that in Skype, and
Yeah.
in preparation for the description for as many of them as I can get.
All right. Okay. So, anybody who actually watched, by the way, the last YouTube video, that's kind of freaky considering I never put it up anywhere. Just saying.
For those of you that managed to do that, congratulations and welcome to the CIA. You've passed your training.
Yes. And please, don't judge me for all my animal porn. All right.
That's for DM tools, I swear.
Yes, it is. It's research. Figure out how centaur were created.
Exactly.
Yes. Alrighty.
I write it off as a tax exemption.
That's right. Oh God. I should do that.
Yeah, you should get some sad suckers to pay you money to GM them, and then write that off as a tax exemption. You just wait to be audited, and then win because if you made money off of it, yeah, it's a business expense.
I should just get people to pay me to GM and then just fucking be the worst GM ever.
Yeah, that's what most of the ones that make you pay for it are like.
Alright. So, there you go, Necro. Katrina's token's updated. So there's her picture. I hope you're happy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
You said you weren't going to banter, you liar.
I said it would be lacking in my usual quality.
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
I have access to Kurtal's sheet still.
Okay.
I don't trust him with that power, Uncle.
I just realized it doesn't really matter this session, but
Did I ever
Set
give
out dynamic
Rolun,
writing.
did I ever give you access to the group loot back?
No, I had to ask John for it.
Alright. Oh great. Roll 20 is about as responsive as ever. There we go. Alright, Ilaria, turn off. Save changes. Okay. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Monsters. Okay. And Jesus, come on. Alrighty. So we are beginning in
third month, beginning of the third month.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, around there.
So, essentially, the last thing that happens as Necro went over was pretty much the dragons being born. The last of them is the main thing that happened. Okay. Okay. So it is currently the what is the exact date? The 21st of Callisto.
I was gonna say it should be like the 30th or the 1st.
Yeah.
It's around then, yeah.
Yeah. So 21st of Callisto. 4726. Okay.
Yes, more numbers.
Now, where is everybody currently located around the end of this month, the beginning of the next month?
I think the last thing we did was get to Tapa, so probably still at the Lyceum
Yeah.
at this very moment.
Yes, that
I think-
sounds right.
I think right when we quit, me and Ilaria were headed off to talk to.
The post office is where we're going to go first. To setting up a whatever in Lyrial,
Were you
Yeah.
a
going,
base.
were you going to speak to Pia?
No.
Okay.
Why?
But we know someone who should.
I was just wondering
Goddamn.
because he was like, we're going to go speak to...
Oh.
Oh yeah. And I think Rolun went along with that. I think everyone can if they want. Who cares?
I said that after the thing, Kurtal is going to check his mail, see if anything came in, however unlikely that may be. And then he was going to spend the day checking in on Kamau and Pia. And when Katrina and Rolun were ready to leave back to Lyrial, he would hitch a ride and pay part of the cost.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
We're coming with you, aren't we?
I mean, if you guys want to come, I don't know what Ilaria's business is, because I know she's got guard stuff.
Sollyn will.
Okay.
Don't you have class?
Nope.
You should.
You kind of we've completed our walk now, so you kind of should.
I've got a barony to manage. Once I get that set up well enough, I'll go to class.
You're a neophyte.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, he's probably one of the most successful neophytes in Lyceum.
Yeah, by far.
Okay. So, you guys are on the Eclipsian Isle. You just got Batapa. Batapa may have a different voice than last time because I didn't like the last voice.
Didn't?
No.
Oh.
Perfect, because I don't remember it.
That's good.
There's a different accent.
We know how well those
A
go.
gnome voice and an accent.
There you go.
Good
Well.
fucking luck.
Well,
Okay.
alright, no, listen to me.
Alright, so since things are going to be on downtime here, we will try to fast track things a little better.
Mhm.
But we know how that goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So first things first, Kurtal wanted to check his mail. Kurtal, you have mail.
That's surprising.
Yes. It is a letter bearing the official seal of the Golden Panther.
Oh joy.
They let that shit into the Lyceum?
Probably after examining it to fucking hell and back again.
Yeah, they let it in.
I'm kind of tempted to have a candlelight open it in case it wants to explode on me.
That's up to you. You have no other mail. Let's see.
no.
As for other mail, Katrina got like 12 letters.
Yeah, Mrs. Popular.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Aradia got 2.
Oh.
Rolun.
Oh, cool.
I got mail.
Yes, you got mail. You got a letter that looks very fancy with very heavy, expensive stock. And it too is sealed with a wax insignia bearing the crest of the Kellogg family.
Neat.
Uh-huh. Ilaria got nothing. Sollyn, you got a letter as well.
From?
It's kind of wrinkled, and it's got some dirt on it.
Kind of wrinkled.
It's held together by a wad of chewing tar.
The fuck? Genuine question.
Yes.
What's chewing tar?
Gum.
Oh. It just tastes like tar?
Absolutely. Best flavor in the world.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's gum, but tobacco flavored.
There you go.
That still sounds horrible.
Okay.
It does sound horrible.
So that's the mail for everybody. All right. So beginning the 3rd month now,
What
what does everybody want to do? Try to limit the frivolous little actions. We don't need to cover your day-to-day routine unless it's really important.
Okay.
So-
I think the only big important thing is some of us are going to go talk to post office first, probably to set up a. What is the thing called again in the rural area? Outpost in the rural area.
A post.
An outpost.
Lyceum Outpost.
Lyceum outpost. Try to set that up.
Okay. So you go to speak to Arundel.
Yeah. So even if he's not the one that does it, he probably knows who does. So.
Yes. He's the postmaster of Eclipsian Lyceum. Well,
Yep.
hello there. I'm Arundel. Okay.
So who's coming with us? I know Sollyn's there. Did anyone else want to be there?
Going once.
No, that research dude.
Okay. Well, this is literally like immediately after Batapa. We're like, hey, we're gonna go talk to Arundel about getting a Lyceum outpost set up. So do what you do.
Kurtal said he would join you going to Arendelle, but like I said, he's going to check in on Kamau and Pia.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. And alright. So that's where you guys go. You go speak to Arendelle, and you want to discuss setting up a post office in Lyriel. He said that there is a whole bunch of applications and papers you got to fill out to do that. But it is possible. It's definitely Lyriel as a place where they definitely put up the thing. There would have to be a disciple willing to dedicate full-time work to that and to be approved as a postmaster.
Okay. And what about a gate, a bridge?
Well, if you got wood and nails, sure.
I mean the magical kind.
Bridge gate.
Well,
Ritual.
they tend to frown on leaving open permanent gateways that connect to the Lyceum.
I suspected. Is there someone I can talk to about it, though?
Alright. Who would you speak to about that? You could speak to, if you wanted to, you could speak to Franza about that.
Thank
Sollyn,
him. Sollyn.
Yep.
Sollyn would bring up, is it not, asking a question, is it not standard for Lyceum outposts to have a gate of some sort?
No.
Okay.
If anything, they have timed gates.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, they usually do not open directly to the Lyceum. Some in very big cities do. The capital cities.
Yeah. Well, ours would be timed too. I think it's this ritual is a couple hours per week or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
And it depends on the security of both ends of the tunnel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Meanwhile, Kurtal goes off to find Kamau or Pia. Which?
Probably Pia, since that's his wife.
Okay.
Or nestmate, or whatever the proper term is.
All right. So you head off to Pia's office. When you get there, the door is shut. Do you go in?
I knock, considering I know rattle is a thing.
He bites your little peck off. Okay. You knock on the door, and you hear the clickety click click, followed by come in.
And he do.
And then you answer what? Alright, go ahead.
Thought we were going to get rid of frivolous stuff. No, Kurtal will open the door and come in with a smile.
Alright. Poof. Everybody can read that description if they want. Alright.
What are you laughing at now? Is it what I said?
No,
There's no description.
It's just
Oh.
stay in your fantasy world, Tucker. You don't have to pay attention.
All right. Well, he said to. Fair enough.
Let's see.
Well, Dad, I'm not going to argue with that.
Okay. When you go in, you see your red-haired, little leafy minx sitting behind her desk. You hear or something like that. Sound like a fucking little two-stroke motorcycle. Known as Rattle.
It's a tiny dinosaur.
Yeah. And then you also see somebody else there. Somebody else with antennae. Whatever.
In Talos.
Sitting in the chair across from the desk. Okay.
Wow, I'm surprised you kept her.
their antenna slowly wiggle back and forth as they both turn to look at you.
I feel like I've interrupted a conversation.
Oh no, it's still going.
I'm aware. It's just it's a very poor joke.
Is that what Kurtal says?
No, that's just me being...
Okay.
Like I said, it's a very poor joke.
Yes, it was. Okay. And Pia will stand and gesture for you to come on in. And then in your head, she'll ask you how long you've been back.
Only for the start of the day. They had us admit another custodian to our Cabal. I thought that with the rest of the day, since teleportation is a tad expensive due to some changes, I would come and spend my time with you.
She nods, and then you see the other woman stand up, and she turns and walks out. Doesn't say a word to you. Once she's gone and shuts the door, Pia will sit down again and say that she's glad that you're back, and asks how long you will be staying.
That will depend on when my other Cabal mates want to leave, so it could be a day, it could be... maybe a week, depending on how Katrina and Rolun feel about it. I know Ilaria has business here, and she's a member of the Guard, so she's more likely than not going to stay here for a while.
Is there anything he wants to bring up to her?
He would explain that the dragon eggs have hatched.
Okay. That will intrigue her, and she asks what you're going to be doing with all of them.
Well, that's part of the reason why I wanted to come and tell you what my business is now. I've also been declared the High Priest of Asira and Ilaria will have a temple in the Pillar of Faith in the main city, where I will be preaching. I'll be going back and forth between there and the house that we've got, well, started, to take care of the dragonlings until they can start speaking properly and disguising themselves with their inherent magics. Once they can start doing that, then we can start bringing them out into the world and hopefully integrating them within society.
You are going to be a public speaker.
Seems to be the case, yes.
You see the sides of her jawline just flex the slightest bit, and her antennas kind of pull backwards a little bit. She studies you closely, seems to be curious about something.
Something wrong with my decision, or obviously you're not entirely pleased about it?
Obviously.
Kurtal's learned how to pick up on her antenna movements at least a little bit, and whenever she pulls them back, it usually means she's mad or at least concerned.
Okay. I am not upset.
Then what seems to be the problem?
She will be quiet for just a moment. Not a long pause, though, just a short one. And then she'll say, "There is no problem. I am just surprised."
You never thought of me as one for public speaking?
I did. But not as a public speaker.
If there's a joke there, Uncle, it has gone way over my head.
It's not a joke. It's funny to me for stupid reasons.
I don't get it either.
For stupid reasons, it's funny to me. It shouldn't be.
Then what do you mean?
I mean, I did not expect you would take this path.
Well, believe you me when I say I was surprised when it happened. But I'm gladdened by it as well.
Then I am happy for you. Not that you could tell from her face.
Yeah, the Lashintons are remarkably straight-faced.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck, there's something I was gonna say. Shit. Oh, that's right. I've also discovered something else. You know my little pet project of looking into my ancestry?
Yes.
Well, I have finally pulled up some names. There was, as far as I'm able to confirm, Albrecht Erlin, who was father to Shabuko and Retham Erlin. I'm not sure which of the two I descended from, but it is a start at the very least, and if they have names and ties to the original people of Retham or Paran, then they should have lineage trees. Honestly, it was probably Retham, considering he was the founder of the Pine Barrows, and my father said that my ancestry does come from a line of wizard kings.
Alright, she'll ask you several questions about that. Obviously, somewhat interested in the conversation. She'll ask you how long ago it was and what they did and some of the things you found out about them. Is there anything else you bring up during this meeting with Pia?
Well, I asked her how things are going on Anfla. Obviously, that was a big thing for a while.
She'll say that the biggest thing now is recovery after the war, the battles. That she will have to be returning there soon to help with that effort. But so far there's peace and there's no problem from any of the others. And that the pirates have not returned.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, I also got a letter from the Golden Panther. Gods only know how he got it out, though, to get it to me.
What does it say?
Haven't looked at it yet. I'm reluctant to, considering his last letter was declaring marriage to my mother and then postponing the wedding. If I was to take a guess, it would probably be something along the lines of the wedding is back on and here's the date.
Okay. Anything else you want to bring up to her?
Just informing her about my plans at the Ilaria house going back and forth.
Okay.
And that if she does go back to Anfla and really needs my help, she can get a hold of me.
All right. She does ask you where you're going to be, in the immediate future. What do you tell her?
I tell her, like I said, the plan is to... Because the rest of the Cabal has their other business, but since Kurtal has a pretty decent setup in the Lyrial, he'll be hopping back and forth between Lyrial proper and the Cabal home.
Okay.
Pending emergencies.
All right, sounds good. Okay, and you spend time with Pia. How long do you stay with her?
Until she has business. Like, if nothing comes up, then Kurtal will spend the day with her, but if a student or another teacher shows up, then he will politely make his way on out and see if he can find Kamau.
Okay. All right. She does have a lecture later, but she spent some time with you, and if you want, you can go with her to her class. She doesn't care. She's just gonna walk around and talk to people about stuff. And okay. And so you spend the day with Pia. Alrighty. Sollyn, what is Sollyn doing?
Sollyn is with Ilaria going to... Oh, no, we already talked about that.
And now France of Oz, we're heading next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys go up to the Exarch's tier, and you get stopped by the front man for France of Oz. It's a big wheeling neophyte.
Mm-hmm. Explain to him that I'd like to speak with Franza, if at all possible. Is she in? We have some business about politics to speak with her about.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but I'm here to make one, if at all possible. Or if she's free, it'd be nice. Speak with her now.
Okay. And what is this issue regarding?
Setting up a forward outpost in Lyriel, and perhaps creating a bridge there, the magical kind.
Alright, outpost in Lyriel, magical bridge kind. Okay.
I'm mad. She'll figure it out.
What is your name?
Ilaria. And I turn to Sollyn to let Sollyn introduce himself.
And Sollyn.
Okay. And Sollyn. Like the mood?
No. It's with a O instead of a U, and a Y instead of an E.
Why?
Correct.
I love that.
Okay.
That was good.
They said, okay, and where can they contact you?
I'll be around the Lyceum, either in Cabal home, and I'll give them the address to the Cabal home, or at the fort.
What she said. Except for not the fort.
All right, thank you. France of Oz cares very much about your vote. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
You too. I walk up with and vote.
I'm not sure. You know what they say about neophytes.
Yeah.
Someone will say, fully aware of what everyone's thinking.
Yeah. Okay. Rolun, what the hell are you doing?
Research.
What are you researching?
The nightshades and the fire. Oh, remember when I went to the library and
yes,
pulled all those
research.
books?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're just
I
gonna
say
continue
his
reading about
outsider
that shit?
peen.
Okay.
Yeah, and also don't forget the language thing.
Okay, so what are you doing?
The Draconic to Celestial, remember?
So what are you researching?
What was one of the Planet Dreams? That's right, Planet Dreams. Yeah.
Okay. You learn a little bit more about the Plane of Dreams.
Neat.
Okay. Alrighty. So, and that's how the day ends when you got Batapa. Okay. So, while you guys are there, you learn that apparently, Sollyn, you're one
Yes.
day late
One day late for
something very important.
Damn it! Can I duel my way in?
No.
Damn it!
You guys learned that apparently something big happened the other night, quote unquote. Do you guys have any acolytes in your group?
Unless Aridia's one, then no.
Aridia might be one.
She's not.
Then
Because the acolytes are
no.
higher.
It's
Yes.
neophyte, acolyte, wizard, I think.
Okay. You guys learn that apparently there was a big hoopla, or maybe not so big, when...
Is this when the Uthalapas attacked?
No.
Necro, you forgot adept.
Just wait and
Yeah.
forget what it is.
When
Yes.
Akakios Wattle
Of course.
and
Correct.
Aridin were both blackballed. And apparently Aridin has decided he's going to try to kill Cabal.
What?
I was there for that! We get to watch! Oh, Kurtal gonna be pissed.
There's a good chance Airden might not die because he wouldn't make it to the death scene.
Oh, please. The whole fight, Aridin constantly said, "Come out, please surrender now. I don't want to have to pull out any spells that might hurt you."
You mean
And then he
Over
pulls
and
those
over.
with her.
You mean-
She stopped you from casting them.
You mean while you're lying on the ground and a wolf is chewing on your ass?
I mean, yes, but I beat her ass in the end, okay?
Yeah.
She countered 2 of your spells, like your best spells, I think. Or
I
something
gave
like
her
that.
so many warnings before I beat her ass, okay?
And in the fight between Aridin and Cabal, there was
You're the
a...
one that issued the thing. Why would you give her warnings about beating her ass if you issued the duel?
Because I didn't want to hurt her. I just wanted her to not blackball me.
Okay,
It was already done.
so
You
there's a
can't
bunch...
just say JK.
Okay, so there's a bunch of chitter-chatter spreading around the lower ranks. Sollyn will probably hear it first if he does anything with neophytes. If not, Aridia tells you.
Okay, good.
And apparently it's a big deal because acolytes don't require fighting to overcome a black ball. Aridin just decided, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. Actually, it was neophyte. Oh, so you missed out on the neophyte meeting. Wasn't it? Neophyte or was... what was Aridin? What
He
rank
was going up to Acolyte 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And,
No, he was going up to Acolyte 2nd, excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Acolyte 2nd.
that's when there will be a black ball.
Yep.
And, okay, so it was Acolyte. And, so there's no duel necessary for that, but he decided to issue one anyway, and Cabal accepted. And, it was planned for, a week thereafter. There was going to be a fight to the something.
To the surrender.
Right. Between the red-headed stranger and the much prettier, hairier one.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So everybody's all excited about that. Okay. Does anybody want to actually attend? Weren't some of you there as witnesses?
That was the other Cabal.
That
Yeah,
was
the other
all
Cabal witnessed.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to be. Roland probably never seen one, so yeah.
Okay.
We're there. Roland's never
We did
seen
a-
one. I'll make my first tournament watch between 2 neophytes.
Well, plus he wants to see if the fucking Wormcloak gets his ass kicked by a girl.
Wow, that's sexist.
And you're like, who the hell
Yeah.
is this Aridin fella?
We met him.
Roland has met Aridin the
All of
most
us
out of
have met
anyone
him.
in this Cabal.
I
And then-
met it. Yeah, actually.
And then when you guys go there and actually see it, you realize, oh, that's that asshole that's outside our home constantly and throwing fish at us.
We met him at a Zodi's Bane lecture. We talked to him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this is essentially what happens on the 27th. He starts here. She starts here.
I don't have vision.
Oh, you
That's because you're not there.
suckers.
Well, I see an arrow. He starts here, she starts here in the blackness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how all duels start, don't you know? We start in the infinite void of the universe.
All right. On the left side, please.
Where the real magic is.
All right. He starts here. She starts here. They get a little
God, this
closer.
arena's big.
They get a little closer. They start casting. She starts casting. He stops and lights a fucking a cigar or something. I don't know what he does.
Pretty much. I did smoke because I ran out of shit to cast before it started.
Right. She summons
Are you
a wolf.
serious?
She summons a wolf. All right, now quiet. I'm giving you the recap here.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know that he did a pipe in the middle of it.
No, at the start of it, he was smoking.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's funny as hell. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Man, you gotta
She
hit this
summons a
pipe
wolf.
before I fight.
And then the fight begins. She goes invisible. Aridin rushes in with his big ass hammer. Starts whatever. The wolf bites him on the ass a few times. And then he's like, "Alright, Cabal, stop or I'm going to kill you." The wolf knocks him on the ground, starts killing him. And he's like, "Alright, Cabal, stop or I'm going to kill you."
Not killed, just
She starts
I don't want to hurt you.
hitting him in the ass with Ray of Frost. He's like, "Alright, Cabal, I'm going to really take you out now." He tries to cast Fireball. She stops it. Hits him in the ass again with Ray of Frost. "Cabal, you better stop. I'm going to kill you." He tries to cast Fireball. She fucking interrupts it and hits him in the ass with Ray of Frost. "Alright, I'm going to kill you." He tries to Scorching Ray. She interrupts it. She hits him in the ass with Ray of Frost.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, pretty much.
Not by much.
And then I
Not
chucked
much
a
at all.
fucking stone discus at her skull.
And then you hit her, threw a giant stone discus at her head and knocked her out. After her wolf disappeared. Okay. If her wolf didn't disappear, it might have been a fucking one-sided victory. And that
Yeah,
was
she had
the fight.
extended summoning.
And that's the way she went. And then Aridin walks up and is like, "I told you, don't mess with me, I'm tough."
Oh, hold on. Let me get up. Oh, yeah, my pipe. For those who don't know, Aridin was Kyle's original character before he died because he's dumb and into politics.
Now, what you guys
Yes.
noticed, because you guys were actually sitting up in the stands, you also noticed that there was somebody else there watching the fight.
Who?
Perception check.
Oh, damn it.
Oh boy, let's see if Rolun can actually even see the fight.
Hey, I'm putting 2 points in. Hey, I actually put 2 points in perception last time I leveled up.
I like to imagine that he's just been angrily glaring at the back of a chair the entire time.
It's worse than Sollyn needs you.
None of us see shit.
Alright. None of you seen
Wait,
that.
where's... Oh, there it is. Okay.
Kurtal's just sitting there like, why are you guys looking the other way?
Okay. Kurtal. You notice several people there, actually. Very good roll. On one end of the aisle, you notice Corbett. On the opposite end of the stadium. You also notice, far to the south, way up in the bleachers, there's a man sitting there with a robe and a hood. He's just watching. You notice, after the fight, he gets up to leave. And as he walks out, past the crowd and through the primary exit, you do manage to get a look at whom it is. Okay. Alrighty. And so what's everybody going to do for the remainder of the 3 months?
The third month, you mean?
The third month.
Yeah.
Oh. Assuming we're still in the Lyceum for a bit, Sollyn would try to work on his spell again. As well as helping Ilaria try to figure out what we can about a outpost.
Okay, so you're going to be working on your spell research.
Yeah. Unless everyone else starts to head home, and then I might do something else.
Are you trying to research a new spell or learn?
I'm working on researching my level 1 spell.
Okay.
Finally.
Okay.
I think Rolun was originally from the Balakans.
There we go.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's from Lariel.
Okay, so you can make checks for that, Sollyn, whenever you want. Okay, Rolun, what are you doing the third month?
Third month. So he would tell everyone what all he found out about the Nightshade, or whatever the fuck Fireface is, and how it's spooky and shit. And he would ask them if they thought it was a good idea if they ought to go check on his body. Because it got shipped back to his family, didn't it?
No, it was buried here.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
I thought they all got shipped back to their family.
Nope.
We did the burial rites, dude. There was a whole session
Their
about
belongings are shipped back.
Oh no, was that just Calthus that got sent back?
it. No, Calthus was buried here too.
Oh, is he?
Their items get sent back.
That's right. Okay. Well, then he'd go to the cemetery. He'd asked if it'd be a good idea to go check out his body. Yeah.
What you might want to do, if you want to go to, and I'll point this out because this is something Rolun would know because it was a problem with Calthus's ring.
His ring?
I'm not sure if you were here for it or not. That's why I'm bringing it up. We found out that one ring is kept at the Lyceum, but the other ring is sent to the family of the deceased.
Yeah.
Calthus, we met his family. Like, Calthus Jr., Mrs. Calthus.
No, I know. I was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember that somebody stole the ring.
Yeah, Clement.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Clement stole
took
the ring, and there was some sort of necromancy stuff going on. And we believe that they were trying to track down something dealing with Calthus.
Yep. Did you ever give the ring back to her?
Yeah, we did.
All right, good job.
Yeah, we did.
I'm bringing this up because...
Maybe we should hunt down Clement at some point.
I'm bringing this up... Well, Clement's a wanted wizard now.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing it up because Kurtal would bring it up as well. That maybe you should see if Roland's family still had his ring.
We couldn't find Roland's family in the Ariel. You guys looked. No one knew anything about them.
I'm not 100% sure, but maybe... Well, actually, no, I haven't heard anything about it. I think grave robbing is a great idea. You should do it, Rolun.
Agreed.
I think it's a great idea to figure out the answer to what we're looking for. Go into the Lyceum graveyard, dig up a grave, and start searching it.
Wait, whose graves are we digging up?
Roland's, apparently.
Okay.
I did say Roland's there. Yeah.
Or you could just ask, what's his face? Insert name here.
Yeah, that's actually who I'm trying to find. Yeah.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
It's in a-
Seymour. We should just ask Seymour.
See more butts.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, he's not going to go grave rabbit. He's going to go ask Seymour.
Okay, what is it you asked Seymour?
If it would be okay if he did some magical investigations, with the body, just detect magic, nothing invasive.
With Calthus's body.
No, Roland's.
Roland's body. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Okay.
Are you wanting to actually, I'm assuming, dig it up then?
Well, first, wherever his grave is at, he's going to do detect magic.
All right, we'll save.
Great.
Found it.
That's a good sign.
You're on the right track, friend.
Yeah, man. All right. Okay, that's not bad.
All right, you'll wake up next month. Okay.
Jesus.
I think I'm going to bring this up because it's an item that maybe we all know about.
Jesus, fucking Christ.
We could get a blessed book, each of us, and that is 1,000 pages.
What is it?
It's a blessed book.
Blessed book. It is a wondrous item.
So it just has
Wait.
1,000 pages?
I will put the link if you guys want to take a look at it.
Okay, because 1,000 pages book, I don't know why it's a magic item. It's just
It's
big ass
a- it's
books.
It's a decent magical item, from what I remember.
It is... A wizard can fill the 1,000 pages of a blessed book with spells without paying the material cost.
Holy shit.
And it is actually very small.
All right. So, Rolun, you did cast Detect Magic upon the ground. You focus so damn hard, your whiskers wobble. You detect no magic.
Nothing. Okay. Huh. Well, if he doesn't detect anything, then yeah.
It wouldn't go through that much dirt.
No, yeah.
You would know that. It wouldn't go through that much dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So you're going to exhume the body?
No.
Okay. And that is all. What else you doing?
And then he's just about fucking research.
Okay. Researching information or doing something else?
Information.
Okay, information
Just
on...
loads of information.
We're not sure what on, but there's loads of it.
Damn, I had those books written down. I think. Did I? Oh, damn it! Oh, that letter. What's the letter say?
Oh, the letter. Yes. You opened the letter.
I meant to ask about that, and we got sidetracked by Aaron getting shit beat out of him.
It's a letter from the Queen
It's a Z!
of Kilog.
I figured. I didn't think Harpo would send me the fucking letter.
You find a really tiny note. P.S. Stop dying from Harpo.
Your sister is inviting you to come visit to see her children, and that there's P.S. from Harpo saying that he looks forward to seeing you, and you should bring the rest of the family.
Well, oh, the best is the John said. Yeah. Well, he was telling everyone about that night.
He does?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a surprise that Rolun shares information.
It's a surprise that anyone shares information in this fucking Cabal.
Exactly.
I mean...
Go ahead, somebody argue. Go ahead.
We don't have time to argue. We don't have time to tell you. The
Like, for
world's
example,
exploding.
earlier when Kurtal searched somebody's secret and didn't tell us. Or
Okay.
literally any other time.
So, Rolun,
Nobody
you do
asked.
a bunch of research. This is just general research. You get some general knowledge. It goes towards your existing skill ranks and knowledge planes and arcana. Okay. What do you do for your third month, Sollyn?
For my third month, has no one returned to the...
The remainder of the third month.
Okay, for the remainder of it. Wait, the remainder of the third month or second month?
Third month.
Third.
Cholesterol, right?
The
Yes.
third month will be... There's 1 week left in Cholesterol, and then 3 weeks into the next month.
Okay, have we... Once Sollyn has heard back from Frantivals, if that happens within a couple weeks, he would head back to the... or he would try to head back to the... whatchamacallem? His barony. He would talk to... I had something. He would research information on how to join the duels here at the Lyceum.
Okay.
He would read his letter. First, he would try to see who it's addressed from. If it's not, then he would read it.
It's addressed to you.
Well, who it's from.
Which is just one letter.
Okay.
D. It's a big D.
Do I recognize the handwriting? Okay, then Sollyn would read it.
It's Maligan.
It's Maligan. It's not how you spell your name, kid, but whatever.
He's being cryptic.
He's telling you that he's not sure what you're doing, but it's probably something wizardly. He's deduced that much. He tells you that things are going well in his wonderful shithole cloistering, whatever the fuck thing is. Candlelight, that's it. Program. And that he's impressed everybody with his ability to stand on the ceiling.
It's fair. That is a very impressive talent.
Yes, and to cast magic upside down. And he also tells you that he would like some liquid mana.
Sollyn would go meet with his son also at some point. While he's there, he would check up how things went with the... is it Coral or Corral? Prosteria Coral? Okay. How things had gone with her daughter. He would ask her why, or him even, he would ask him why he wants liquid mana. He would try to remember if it is legal for him to give his son liquid mana.
It really should not be given to him, no.
Okay, then I would ask why he needs it.
He's going to do research. He's decided some research he's going to do. Magical, very important magical research. He wants to know the effects of drinking liquid mana.
No.
Okay.
The effects are, in this order, death.
He believes it's possible to turn yourself into a magical creature.
Isn't he already one?
Isn't he already one? Yeah.
He's a monstrous humanoid. Sollyn's a magical creature.
What's the difference?
Magical creatures are magical. Monstrous creatures are not.
Yeah.
Are you calling your son ugly?
Uh-huh.
No?
Yes.
You're a bad parent.
Soul
calling
has innate
him a
magic. His
monstrous
son does
creature.
not.
Sollyn is also a monstrous creature.
You horrible.
Okay. So I take
Because
it you
I've
don't
got 8
give him
fucking
liquid
legs.
mana, correct?
Huh?
You don't give him any liquid mana?
God, no. And I tell him, how about this? Once you rise to the rank of neophyte, I will buy you liquid mana.
Okay. He says it's a deal. And you'll get there any day now.
I look forward to it. Sollyn says, shaking his head, not believing it. Internally, of course. Let's see. At this point, does any mail come to me from Bianca?
Who the fuck is Bianca?
The former fiance of...
Oh, yes.
Remember that one tertiary character?
I don't think it would
Yeah.
come to Eclipsia. It would probably go up to Lyriel. Where would you receive the mail up there? Where did you send it from?
I sent it from Lyriel proper.
He left a note with his address.
Alright, so there's mail. There's a courier right now roaming across Tarn. Looking for
Looking
an
for you.
eight-legged spider that's in a very bad mood.
Fair enough.
The eight-legged spider is not that uncommon. But the one with the bad mood, that's what makes it unique.
Yeah, because all the
most
eight-legged
spiders
drow.
are very cheery lads.
In Uncle's
Speaking-
world, all the spiders have smiley faces.
That's right.
Speaking of which, did my kid? What happened with my kid and his half
Girlfriend?
dragon problems? Half dragon, half Ulysses problems.
Half dragon. You mean with...
Sierra.
Mysterious daughter.
Yeah. Oh, it's going good. It's been resolved for the most part. At least that's what he
Okay.
tells you.
I
You
gave him
investigated beyond
200
that?
gold to buy a necklace. Anyways, I gave him the necklace.
He did. He gave her that, and she seems very happy. And she's apparently, just gone her own way now.
Good.
But he thinks there's something weird about her still. He's going to look into that one day.
Perhaps once you've developed your capabilities somewhat.
Do you give him? Have you told him that she's maybe different in any way?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Did you
If she
tell
can
him
straight up
how?
flip a fucking Drider, then she is.
Do you have any suspicion how? 'Cause you don't know Styria is a dragon, right?
I don't know if she's a dragon, but I think someone has mentioned to me that she's possibly the daughter of Ulysses.
Ah, so that explains everything.
Exactly. That in and of itself is enough.
Yeah.
The blank of Ulysses tends to be enough of a motivator to stay away.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So he says that he's learned some information about the different types of magic, and that there is a type of magic called spirit magic, or some people are naturally magical. Their souls have magic in them, or infused with magic. And he's got the idea that if he eats her soul,
No.
No.
that's another way of getting magical.
Is that a
Probably.
thing? Do I have to eat our gnome to become more magical?
It's possible.
It might work.
Eat
You
her
might
out,
also die.
Let me know how it goes.
You might also die.
Don't fuck with things that. Okay, listen. Survival tip number 1: if something could kill you, don't fuck with it.
Well, he realizes, now that he realizes that there's something mystical at work here, he's going to be much more careful with his approach.
Goddamn better, because I don't have the time to raise another son.
Now he just needs a piece of her to study it.
Don't. Just leave her be until you've reached, let's say, acolyte rank.
Okay. Alright.
The one rank that I haven't reached yet.
Do you see me fucking with her, Kurtal?
But he does hold up a 1.5 inch long elf ear and said he took that off of an elf kid in the ghetto.
You're a terrible father.
I'm not claiming otherwise.
So he's like, now if I,
I
can
mean-
just get her ear.
No, he's not a terrible father. He's an absent father. It's a difference.
Yeah.
Not really, actually. It's about the same.
I'm busy. I don't have time to raise a kid. That's why I got my shitty sister to do it.
Okay.
I'm running my land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm running something that'll be profitable for me in the long run. No, when Sollyn's at the Lyceum, he tends to try to spend time with Maligan and encourage him to not be a utter shithead.
Okay.
If I could create a simulacrum to raise Maligan, I would.
Or we could just kill him and make a simulacrum of him.
It's a lot of work. And then I still have the problem of having to raise a slightly weaker version of him.
Alright. But for the most part, he's excited about all the new things he's learning and how he is going to apply them to the real world to become the god that he knows he will one day be.
Excellent. I see our plans align.
Yes.
Let's hope he never meets Akakios, because these two will be inseparable and insufferable.
And they're gonna unite. It's destiny.
Jesus.
I was more worried about him meeting the goblin kids.
Alright.
I hope you appreciate that fucking wordplay right there.
Alright. So, alright. Let's see.
I think that was it.
You
Yeah, I
don't
try to
need do
head back.
research anymore. The letter from the Bianca.
Mhm.
Do you go back to Lurio at all in that third month?
I try to. If I don't hear anything back from France of Alls within a week, I
Okay.
try to head back and say, Lealda, let me know. Or not Lealda, goddamn.
So in the first week of the month after Calistro, somebody can tell me what that is if they care to.
Desnus, I want to say.
It's March. And
It is Verast. Oh yeah, that is the month that shit happens. It is Sollyn's birthday on the 8th day of that month.
okay.
Poogie's birthday, the 12th, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Ilaria
Poogie's-
gains an age this month.
Poogie's birthday towards the end, Ilaria's birthday towards the end of Calistral, and Aridin breaks into the Cabal house towards the end of Rest.
No. He didn't break in until the 5th month.
I thought he broke in the 3rd month, is what it says in the...
Oh, I don't think so.
Because he dies after the 5th month, doesn't he?
Yeah, I thought they were like 3 months ahead, dude.
No, in the 3rd month, he just attacked the Harpo house. He did something to it.
No, that's what it is.
No, the 5th month is when he steals Poogie's mail. He must have done...
but he steals the mail not from their... Oh, no, wait. It is from their... Okay, yeah, never mind.
No, he stole the Poogie's mail from the inbox.
Oh, yeah, he did. Because he stole Poogie's mail, like, a while before.
Yeah, I don't know what the 3rd month is, but he got into the house before he stole Poogie's mail, and that was at a post office that he did that.
I think when I put protest there, I was trying to be cheeky and...
Wait, you stole her mail from the post office?
Yeah,
Yeah. There's this whole thing about... I built a construct to do it.
Alright, so the 3rd month. Okay.
Yeah, Aridin stole evidence that we have had communications with Harpo from the house in Espilia.
I stole a magical scroll she had written, and then I got the reply.
Alright, so what is the... do you know what the date is in the 3rd month that happens?
The 18th.
The 18th, okay.
6 days after...
So in the first week of Farast, you guys, the day before your birthday, you finally get a response from Franz of Vols, telling you to come meet her, essentially, on that day. She'll speak with you. So you go up there. She is there in all her lit glory. And, hello.
She has to take a call.
Okay. Tucker, you can read that description. Okay.
I read that earlier.
Okay.
Plus, I've interacted with her more than anyone else here.
Alrighty. Blah, blah, blah. She meets you into just on the walkway outside the buildings on the top tier of Eclipsia. And we'll meet you there as she walks around the exterior, the courtyards. And she asks you what it is and lets you present your case.
Oh, jeez. 1 second.
Excellent. Sollyn will take care of this.
Alright.
While we're waiting for somebody competent to come and take care of the discussion.
Go ahead, Sollyn can take the lead, and then, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just being an ass.
It's all good, I get it. Sollyn will mention the need. Do you want me to go full in depth or just like the cliff notes?
Just narrate.
Okay. The need for a Lyceum outpost because A, Lyriel wants it. B, it would benefit the Lyceum in that we get sort of oversight on the region, can keep an eye out for new drow. Also, the region is rather close to where we think the drow city is being risen.
Be a tactical place to have a outpost.
Yes, those are the main reasons for having it in the country of Illyria.
Okay. Alright, very good arguments. Make
Yeah, and I pose the same arguments.
Yeah, Sollyn will roll to assist Ilaria.
Nope. Sollyn led the conversation. Ilaria
Damn.
assisted you.
Damn you and your phone calls, John!
Well.
Woo!
Okay. So where is it you tell her you want the post office to be set up?
Sollyn.
Lyriel.
Sollyn, since he led the conversation.
Go for it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Lyriel. But not Sollyn. Sollyn would mention, instead of Lyriel proper, it might be better, just maybe, to have it closer to where the Shadow City will be rising, so we can oversee that. B, we want it somewhere where we can have more oversight by Lyceum wizards and possibly we'd want something that allows us to do more Lyceum stuff without having to worry about taxes or tariffs that might apply in other locations. So Sollyn would suggest that his land in Lyriel would be the best place to have it.
All right,
so he doesn't ruin the entire argument, I'll mention, oh, that's not a terrible idea, but I understand that it is in a secure location, and it would be difficult for us to set up a bridge there, because we couldn't defend it with one person there. And I just stare at you blankly like that was a stupid idea, but I didn't call you out. You owe me.
You did call me out. So I'll stare back.
Okay.
I'll basically go into what I sent you earlier, Uncle. I was just trying to keep it short.
Yes. That's what I figured. Okay, so... Okay, so she'll listen to your guys' arguments. She agrees that there should be a post office there. You attempt to convince her to place it in your barony. And Ilaria attempts to undermine you.
Yes.
A bit. Mainly just because I don't have to... us to be the only fucking people defending this damn thing.
We're not!
That's what it'll be. That's what it will be!
They have defense on the other end.
And she asks you, Sollyn,
Yes.
if you are going to be the postmaster.
I'm not sure he qualifies.
What exactly does that entail, and what are the qualifications?
Well, you cannot have an aversion to conjuration or divination.
Well, then, no, I am not.
And you must be a disciple.
Well, then, no, I am not. No, but I would be more than happy to help find and possibly fund, a postmaster in the area, as well as funding some, I'm trying to think of the word here, some various protection and defense for the Lyriel side of the portal. And the gate as well, if need be.
Alright, and she'll say, well, since you are willing to pay for their salary, she sees no reason why it should be in your domain, since you're going to be paying for everything.
I did note that I would say assist paying, but...
And also, you do understand that we're also asking for a bridge from the Lyceum to there, right?
She hasn't got to that point yet, beyond now.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure that was... Remember, okay.
Yeah.
Does Sollyn want to pay the salary?
How much is the salary? Sollyn would be happy to assist with it, though he does have,
Probably about 50 gold a month.
Yes, Sollyn would.
Okay. And does Ilaria attempt to undermine that?
She's not trying to undermine the post being there. She just wants to. She's trying to be a proponent for the bridge more than anything. So she's working that angle and trying to make sure that that's still on the table, even if you decide to do it there. And if she wants to do it there, not with the bridge there, then like say Lyriel would be better, sort of thing. I'm trying to be a proponent for the bridge more than anything else. I'm not trying to undermine him, but part of being a proponent for the bridge, I feel like, personally, would be slightly undermining him, because there is no defense there.
Well, that's what Sollyn's offering to help pay for, plus there's defense of the Lyceum
the
side.
defense there is shit. You have to hire several people to defend it, not just one person.
Okay. All right. Well, she will sit down on a little stone bench and start talking the details with you. Sollyn, if you want it in your domain, you're going to have a road leading to and from it to the nearest large city, directly to it, capable of supporting at least a pair of horse-drawn wagons.
Okay, so, a couple questions, just because I don't know what qualifies as what.
Uh-huh.
Is Lyriel the nearest, or would Mud Hollow or Shady Bower count? Lyriel, okay.
So some way of transporting cargo. You must have security, able to secure both the storage and the transportation of those things. And you must hire at least one full-time disciple.
Cutting it short just because, I don't want to have to, or unless you want me to. But yeah, Cliff Notes. Someone would say he'd be able to do those things. He thinks he would like to discuss with the nobility of Lyrial to discuss how everything might be arranged.
Okay.
And then Ilaria comes back with, "You don't have roads."
That's part of what we will construct.
And
Ilaria.
she will tell you that, per the agreements with the Lyceum, of course, yes, this all does have to be processed through the Sovereign. Before they can put any post there, it has to be approved. And it must be granted conditional autonomy.
I have good relations with the nobility of Lyrial. I think I should be able to arrange this. I will need a bit of time to communicate with them.
She'll go over all the parameters of that. Essentially, it functions as a quasi-embassy. They are not allowed to search it or enter it under any circumstances, things like that. At least the storage area. There's certain areas. It's a lot of parameters which she will recite to you. So hopefully you brought something to take notes.
Sollyn is a wizard. He has a journal and a
Alright.
quill.
She also tells you that as per the bridge or the gate, that will not be permissible without the proper process, which requires there to be a very secure location on each end. It must be secured both physically, with both personnel and fortifications. And it will be inspected before it can be approved by a member of the guard.
Okay.
An inspector will be sent to inspect the area. Once you pass his qualifications of any upgrades it needs, and he get his approval, then a bridge can be established, and that is only for a limited time bridge. There can be no permanent bridge.
Okay.
Not unless there's a population of at least 20,000.
Okay. So, from the Rolun, from the information I'm given, can I get sort of an estimate of how much all of that would cost regarding the bridge?
The bridge would cost a shitload.
Well, not the bridge itself, but the various things necessary for it.
You have to build a fortification, which is basically our house. So, the cost of our house.
You would also have to build the entire establishment. The ritual itself would be paid for by the Lyceum.
Okay.
But the building, including the structure required for the archway, will have to be built by you.
Okay.
So construction for all of that, and then once the establishment and the building is set, they will activate the portal. And just so you know, it will be only accessible for post-use. It will be controlled by the Lyceum. It will also connect to, apparently, she tells you that apparently the post in the Lyceum has receiving portals, and it will be connected directly to them.
Okay, so we will not be able to set it up as a...
Does not seem that way.
Okay.
Personal teleportation does not seem to be able to use the postal service for that.
Okay, well that'd be the case either way, I think.
But otherwise, if you want to do that, she will give you approval to begin that process. And you can file all the paperwork, but none of it will begin until the prerequisites are established. So at the very least, you're going to need at least a road and a secure location.
Okay, someone will talk to Ilaria about this real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Since she's the only one other here. The only other one here, even.
She thinks it's a waste of time and money.
Okay, so Fair point. But we're not going to get the portal set up either, anyways.
Yes,
we
but do
went
you
to the next
have? Because you basically have to pay for another house for this thing to go in. Do you have that
for
much
the
money?
portal, not for the postmaster's bit.
Yes. Postmaster, you still have to have a facility, so basically another house, just not as fortified and good. It still has to be fortified to a degree.
I think so, yeah, but like it doesn't have to be as much as our.
I'm just saying
current
you're gonna have
house.
to spend at least $100,000. In my opinion,
$100,000.
100,000 gold is my estimate off the top of my head. Bullshitting. I mean, that is a bullshit number, but I think it's a reasonable bullshit number.
Just as a post, I think if I was to spend that much, that would be enough to fortify the portal. I don't think I need that much for a.
I mean, building a building is expensive. You've already seen that. And then paying for physical guards for the transport of goods from your place to Lyriel, paying for the road to be built, paying for the salary of the wizard.
Yeah, I can handle the wizard salary. Uncle, how much do I think it would cost? And do I think I'd be able to, since the nobility of Lyriel does want something in their land, do I think I'd be able to requisition any funds from them?
You probably would be able to get some type of support from them for that. Yes, absolutely. You do know that it's probably not going to be whole because it's not going to be in Lyriel.
Yeah.
And even less so because it's in a little shit town, not even one of the larger towns.
If it was in Lyriel, they'd probably pay for the whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't want it in Lyriel because that doesn't benefit me or our Cabal at all.
Right.
Because we're not. Yeah, if it's in Lyriel, it doesn't do anything for any of us.
Now, if you're not worried about getting the security level for an actual bridge built, you probably could get by with a lot cheaper establishment.
Okay, yeah, I'll still do that.
So which do you want her to approve? Which do you want to try to start?
Not the portal, because that's not going to let us
All right.
use it.
Alright,
Yeah,
so she will give you the approval to begin the process. As soon as you get the area secure to those parameters, which she'll give, she gave you all that information. That you can hire somebody and they'll finalize the process and set it up.
Okay.
Okay.
And Sollyn would hang out and keep talking to Franza and getting to know her after that.
All right.
Diploma dating.
Diploma dating. Oh my. And I don't know why I keep putting that here. I really don't even need it there anymore. Okay. Diploma
I
dating.
hope you can pay for that yourself, Sollyn. Ilaria will say to him eventually.
I can. I'm quite flush.
Being a wizard is expensive. The higher you go, the worse it is.
Well, maybe I'll stay a neophyte for a while longer yet.
Okay.
It's quite expensive.
All right. You guys can, if you wish, make diplomacy checks to influence your reputation with Franza Valls.
Sure. I don't think I have hardly any, so might as
Or
well.
any social skill.
Intimidate.
I'm gonna
like
intimidate
me.
her. Then I roll a fucking 6, per usual. Whatever.
Okay. Alright. Franza! Fate Keeper, give me 2.20 D1, please. Plus
2 die 20.
Or,
Drop 1.
Yep.
D1.
Okay, I want to make sure that I heard you right. God damn it, not that one.
okay. Alright. And you guys finish up with Franza Valls. Alright, so that all happened the first week. The next day, Sollyn's birthday.
Another one of those?
They were pretty front heavy in the year.
And everybody celebrates. It was Sollyn's birthday, right?
Yes. It's your gift from Ilaria is that she didn't completely undermine you with Freza.
I'll treasure it always, Ilaria. Thank you.
And then eventually she's like, if you need help setting up that portal,
Okay.
I'll do what I
We're
can.
gonna set up a portal.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The post. She's basically says she's willing to put some money towards it if needed. But,
Alright,
I mean, she's not going to break the fucking bank. She has shit to pay for.
I'll send you the bill later.
Excellent. And
So long as she gets use, obviously. But yeah.
and what do you do to celebrate your birthday? Anything special?
He'd probably throw a small celebration
Okay.
at the what's the bar, the popular bar,
Riverside Inn.
Riverside Inn.
Riverside Inn.
Yeah. He'd throw one there and probably try to invite any Lyceum people that he's fairly acquainted with, as well as his Cabal,
All right.
and then buy drinks for everyone.
All right. Celebrate your birthday.
Any dwarf is capped at a 3-drink limit. Rolun comes in with his own empty cask to fill.
All right.
Said unlimited drinks.
Kurtal, what are you doing for the remainder of your 3 months?
Really, it's gonna be trying to take care of the dragons. Like I said, I was bringing back food and rations for the days I was out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop a few gold on that. I wanted to do 2 things at the Lyceum before I left.
All right.
One, I obviously wanted to take a look at that letter and see what it says.
All right. It is a letter from the Golden Panther
Oh, goody.
to his son.
Pretty sure he's younger than you.
Yeah.
He's probably about the same age, actually. You guys came at the same time.
He wants you to know that they're in the process of building a new church for Osira. And the last one was disrupted. And unfortunately, the reason it's taking so long is because there's some problems with the Thule. But nothing that won't be resolved soon enough. Now, he and your mother are the heads of the church for Osira and all of Harn. And he invites you to come be a disciple. He would be honored to give you this honor. And he would pay you lots of money, because after all, no son of his should be a vagabond. Alternatively, you could also teach at his new wizard school the
Did you have the name down already, or you just made it up?
the Golden Lyceum.
Original.
Oh,
Trademark.
Trademark Golden Panther.
The Golden
4726.
The Golden Arches. Lyceum.
Does everyone always have a smile on their face?
Yes, it's compulsed.
are they
Yeah.
are they loving it?
No.
But they show that they do.
And that you are being offered this opportunity, and you should embrace it, because as soon as he settles this small dispute with Ithul, the Lyceum and the church both are going to expand rapidly. And he is going to be offering free magical training and supplies to every country in Harn, so that they can equip their armies magically.
Sounds like communism.
Yeah, you weren't there when you saw what this dude is up to.
So, that's what it says. Alright. What are you doing for the rest of your month? Third month.
Like I said, it's going to be going back and forth between Lariel and the Den. I don't know how often everybody else will be there, so Kurtal will, while he's there, start teaching the dragons Thulin and Orbal.
Okay. And let's see. What were the personality traits of your dragon? Does it tell you to go fuck yourself?
No, she is.
She's
If you
giggly,
have it,
isn't
it's a. Yeah, that's her ranger thing. She's giggly. I need to check actually to see if I can get that spell or if it's a 5th level.
Alright, so you spend some time with Naomi. She is already a little giggle box. She giggles at everything. And she is very meticulous also, with both grooming herself and her own great habitat. She does start speaking to you in Draconic partway through this period, and you can start teaching them the other languages like you said. Okay. Alright. Since you're spending time there, you get to do diplomacy checks with all of the dragons. Since you're spending a lot of your time there.
Yeah. I sent you over Skype what I could find for prices on the SRD, but obviously that's going to be mostly up to you, depending on what I can find.
Well, you'll find... yeah. Well, the SRD has shit.
Well, it has descriptions of items that you could find, but not what you get for pricing.
Okay. Alright, do you want to make diplomacy checks?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to see how many I have to make. It'd be great if there was like a multiplier and say roll this X amount of times, but now you have to do each one individually.
There are 8 dragons.
There are 10 dragons.
No. Fuck that. Just roll...
One of those numbers.
We're going to average this. Roll 3 times. We're going to take the middle one.
Okay.
1, 2, 1.
Fourteen.
Okay. 14. Alrighty. Wow. You're a high roller.
When did Kurtal head back to...
So 14.
Did you kick one of them?
You kicked all of them.
No, we're taking the
apparently.
middle one.
Okay.
So you kicked that one.
Are you helping with the goblin children? Or you just kicked them out of your way?
No, while Kurtal's there, he's fully helping out.
Alright. Alright, so that'll apply to
And
everybody.
I'm gonna drop it's 5 silver per ration.
Uh-huh.
So 100 rations is 50 gold, I think.
Uh-huh.
500. Yeah, so Kurtal will buy another set of 100 rations, bring it up to 200 to have at the den for when he's traveling.
Oh, so they have food, yes. Yeah, speaking of food. Okay. All right.
When did
You guys are going to be spending. Holy moly. Wow, really that much? Holy shit.
when did Kurtal head back to the Lyceum? Or not, sorry, to Lyriel.
He's asking you, Necro.
Well, that's
Asking
like I
Necro
said. That's like I said. It would be when Katrina or Rolun were willing to hop back.
Because if we had spoken with Franta by then, Sollyn would head back with you so he can manage shit with his barony in Lyriel. And he'd also offer to take his son with him if his son wanted to go.
No, he don't. He's got to do candlelight training.
Oh yeah, never mind then. I mean, he mentioned once you're free to do shit, I'll take you with me.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So right now the food cost of the Dragon's Nest is 175 gold a month.
Well, I can do the create food and water.
Okay. So if you're there half the time, you can cut that in half.
Oh god, I think I'm having some of my sinuses.
87.5.
Okay. Alrighty. So that's what you do. Alrighty. The third month passes. Let's see. Ilaria. Does Ilaria do anything else?
Yes, that month she continues working with the Eagles, so I'll do 4 checks for those. She's also going to try to learn permanency. So let me see if let me do a spellcraft check to see if I learned that the first week.
Okay.
Spellcraft, I do. And I'm going to do another. I don't have to mix. I'm going to spend the money to permanency resistance on myself, which is 1,000 gold. 254. So now I have permanent resistance. Like I said, work with the Eagles and then learn Aklo. So I'll make those checks.
Alright. 4 diplomacy checks.
The DC is 36 the first week.
Yep.
Okay, 35. Okay. And I'll go ahead and just do all of them to see if what they are.
Okay. 36. Good.
And then I'm going to make 2 linguistics checks for the month. For learning Aklo, these are the last 2 ones I get with the plus 10 for a linguistics point. Okay.
Okay, you interact with the giant eagles. They're an interesting race. They are absolutely intelligent and very patient creatures. They're not flighty. And they at first kind of avoided you a little bit. They were kind of non-responsive, but over time that you've spent with them, they seem to now start at least accepting your presence there. You've one of them in particular has done something with you. The last time you were there, before you left, it drew on the ground with its claw. And it drew this. Okay. And there we go. All right. looks like shit. They're parallel. Alright. And that's what it drew.
Where? Oh, okay. Okay. Does it look like it's wanting a response from me?
Yes, and then it just looks at you, which is pretty much what they've been doing.
Okay. What check do I make to try to figure out? Or is this something I would know by now? Or
no, there's nothing necessarily you would know.
Okay.
It's definitely a recognizable symbol.
Yeah. If you want to try to solve it as if it were a riddle, you can. Or if you want to try to recall if you've seen it anywhere, you can try that. One would be int, one would be whiz. But otherwise, it's up to you.
Okay, so it just draws this on the ground.
And
Is it like, where am I in relation to it?
Probably near it, probably within 10 feet.
I mean, like, am I sitting here like
non-responsive
this? Or like this? Which, is it pointing towards me, pointing away from me?
You would be on opposite sides. It would be down here.
It's all about the details.
Okay. I'm going to make the check to try to understand it, specifically thinking that like this is sort of like a gesture of a bridge being formed between us, sort of thing, like a bond being formed.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to try to read its motions and figure out if I'm on the right track.
Okay.
What do I roll? Sense motive or?
Like I said, if you want to attempt to find some enigmatic information, it would be an int roll. If you want to try to recall something about it, it would be a wisdom roll.
Okay, I'll do int. Going along the lines of this is a gesture of like a bond being formed and trying to figure out what the best thing to do would be, sort of thing.
Okay, considering this is the first time that the creature has responded to you, or any of them has, it's obviously a message of some sort. It has to have some sort of significance. And almost certainly some type of response is expected from you.
Mm-hmm.
You're fairly certain that there's... It very likely could be a puzzle. Or some type of something you're supposed to expect it to be figure out, or decode, or something. You don't think it has any obvious or apparent solution or meaning.
Yeah, but okay.
The best thing you got right now is that perhaps it could be a symbol. If it is a direct message and not enigmatic in any way, it could be a symbol from some language that has a meaning, like an actual word or something. But beyond that, you really don't know.
Okay. So, but I don't feel like I'm off base with the whole, it's like a gesture of...
No.
They're over here, I'm over here, this line represents a connection. Is that reasonable?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, you think that's very reasonable.
I'll give it a somewhat puzzled look, like obviously not exactly sure what it wants me to do, but I'll do something. I'm going to do this. Oh, crap. Shit. I thought I was going to do something different than that.
You crap on it?
No. I thought that line tool worked differently. I'll just draw it like this. And I just close the box. Like that.
Okay. Trying to figure some type of way to resolve this communication. You close the box, forming a box with a line down the middle, essentially 2 squares.
Mm-hmm.
When you do, the bird looks down at it, tilting its head down, then tilts its head up and looks at you. And then it flies away back to its roost with no further response. You do not believe it was satisfied with that response.
Okay. I talked to what's-his-face about it and see what he thinks that might be about.
Okay. Mr. Soper?
Yeah, sober, yeah.
Marshal Soper says, that's interesting. He's seen them draw things with their claws on the walls, scratching and symbols. And it's not necessarily a language. He'll let you know that is not any language they speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is not a language that means a word. He has seen them scratching to each other. But usually it's speaking. They're writing because they can write. But he suggests trying to watch them to see if there's some significance, because as far as he can tell, this is not any type of language or code of direct communication.
Okay. And then the next 2 weeks, that's what I do, is I study their writing, try to figure out if I can get the gist, and then if so, then I'll, with that same one, try to complete it correctly, sort of thing.
All right. No, do you have another 2 weeks in the third month? Because you did diplomacies and linguistics.
The linguistics is part-time.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then the spellcrafts were casual actions over 4 weeks, so I only did 2. One to learn a spell, one to permanency. So.
Okay. Actually, no, you can't. That happened at the last meeting, so you're gonna have to research it next month. Okay.
Okay. I thought we were going in order of what I rolled.
No.
Okay.
Nope. Okay. So,
all right.
Let's see. I think everybody's third month is now complete. Rolun's done his research. Kurtal spent time with the dragons. Sollyn. Oh yeah, Sollyn, you wanted to learn about the dueling.
Sollyn wanted to spend like a little bit of time doing the dueling, but if Kurtal would have headed back, he would have headed back with him.
Okay, well, just so you know, that the season of the Crucible is starting. The 1st of Gosrin. If you sign up for the actual tournament, which you can, unfortunately, actually you can't as a neophyte.
Damn!
Yeah, it's like almost like you should stay at the fucking Lyceum and do stuff.
It's almost like I got other shit to do, Ilaria, and like you said,
know,
it's expensive
right?
to ride
There's a lot
the
of
ring.
shit going on.
Now, there are exhibitions and things like that are not part of the tournament.
Sollyn,
But
how long do I...
There are... you can sign for 1v1, 2v2, or Cabal v Cabal.
Let's do Cabal v Cabal. Corbett.
No.
Do not have time. Half of us aren't here. No.
Okay.
Most of us would suck.
But they do have some exhibition and some practice bouts and things, and exhibition matches that are
Assuming...
technically not governed by the Crucible system.
What are they governed by? Are they like shady black market fights?
No, it's just people doing it on the side. It's not actually part of the sport.
Do they still have like the official rules and protections and whatnot?
Oh yeah, yep, it's refereed.
Assuming that, and like the same magic's protecting you.
Yes, depending on whichever ritual that's enacted. As long as you have a referee there capable of enacting the ritual, you have the protections of the ritual.
Okay.
Which they would for any legitimate exhibition.
Yeah. Assuming he had time before Kurtal headed back, he might try and do one of those. Otherwise, probably not.
Alright, because they do have some exhibitions specifically for the Bantams.
Bantams?
Yeah, neophytes.
Oh.
They even let candlelights get in there and throw wizard soul in each other's face.
I'll fuck up a couple candlelights. I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, if he had time before Kurtal headed back, he would do it. Otherwise,
Okay, well, again, the exhibitions are going to be around the same time, too. So you can prepare, but if you want to sign up for exhibition matches, you could in Farast. I guess they do some probably beforehand, probably as a lead up to the season. So in Farast, if you want to sign up for any, you can.
Okay.
Good thing about the exhibition matches is they don't have any obligations. The tournament, you're obligated to, of course, show up at each match, or you forfeit.
Yep. Sollyn will maybe sign up for exhibition matches at a time at which he thinks he would be in town.
All right. Good. Excellent. All right, Fate Keeper, I need 2 1-20. One for Ilaria, the first, and the second for Sollyn.
For Lyriel?
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. All right. The good thing is, nothing bad happens in Lyria.
Woo!
The better thing is, while you're there in the amphitheater, learning about the exhibitions from all the referees and the aficionado people, the officials, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You are approached by someone.
No, because that's always ended well.
Talent Scout.
Yes.
Shit. Is it the second runner-up?
You are approached. La da 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 da. By someone who was standing there, seeming somewhat curious, walking up and down, looking at all the little neophytes and all the little ones. Pretty much everybody's just speaking to the officials, looking at people that are interested in applying for the exhibitions. And you encounter, as soon as I find the handout,
Oh, God.
Is he the runner-up of the championship?
Please be Logan.
Oh,
I miss him.
I like it.
I don't.
Logan's cool.
where?
He was cool.
We talked to him a while back, didn't we?
I'm not saying he wasn't cool. I'm just saying that there's only so much of that guy I can take.
Carl, have you ever met Logan?
Yeah, Sollyn's met him. Sollyn was very
Right.
enamored.
Threatened by him several times, in fact.
That's a Cabal tradition. Did threaten and threatened by Logan.
He's a wizard who knows how to flex.
That's right.
He punched out Rolun once. Almost. It wasn't. He didn't. It wasn't quite there. It was close.
I just one punch. Roland's unconscious for the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Look, fucker. All right.
Uh-huh. That's exactly
He
what
did-
happened.
He did like full. He did more than full damage.
So what for Roland? That's like 20.
I was level like 4.
Yeah.
Oh, so like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just dropped him. Boom.
He didn't know what touches.
It was close.
It wasn't close. It wasn't even half his health.
Okay. Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
Fucking piece of shit. I find the goddamn handout and click it, and then fucking Google crashes.
I seen it.
God damn it. Alright. Okay. The 28th of Calistral. That would be at the very beginning of the third month. The end of essentially, that's within the first week of the third month.
28. I'm gonna read this wrong.
Remember, the month cycle begins 1 week before the start of each month.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, then what would that be then? Probably 22nd then? Would that work?
Well, it started the 21st, so if you want at the very beginning of the third month to go back, yeah.
No, that'd be dumb.
Or,
No,
not the
that
21st,
would retcon all the shit I did. 18th.
Yeah. Okay,
There.
so that'll work. Alright. Okay, so you're going roughly halfway.
Yeah.
3/4 of the way. Okay. Alright, so you do your research, and then you give up on your research, fuck this shit, and you head out.
Did I learn anything about the crazy priest guy?
The crazy priest guy? What?
Remember? Randall was telling me about the guy.
Doomsayer.
Yeah. Crazy priest. Who all of his followers died because of the mirrors. Or maybe. Potentially.
Okay, so that's what you were researching.
Yeah, I forgot, but I remembered.
Alright.
Hey, I even said I remembered. It's in the log.
Yeah, you did. Pretty soon after, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it takes a lot of time researching him. How much of that month are you going to spend researching him?
I was there like the whole month, so
Okay,
like
so you're spending it. So that's the research. Okay.
Yeah.
So it takes a while to find books that include information regarding him, but you do find several. Usually it has something to do with the history of Turnuheth or Tunuvia or something like that. But you actually found 3 different sources that reference him. The most detailed accounting comes from some wizard. You don't know whether they're still alive or not, but from a long time ago.
no
From an older
name.
book. Yes, wizard name 15,176.
So no one I'd recognize then.
It's possible.
Have I ever heard of Have I ever heard of Wizard 50,577?
100.
Fuck.
But yes.
Okay.
Get it right. Don't mix up the names. Right?
Sorry.
Names are unique. Okay.
Mhm.
And he apparently went and studied this and actually spoke to people. And apparently there was some folklore about that long ago that's kind of died out. But in the old days, there used to be these old stories and legends, probably spread by bards and shit, about the old the Doomsayer. And apparently it was became a superstition that actually developed and became part of the culture. So apparently you're supposed to plug your ears if you walked near him within a block. If you didn't, you had to be very careful, because if you looked and saw your reflection at any time thereafter, after hearing
While
his
you could
voice,
hear him?
no,
Oh,
if you
God.
heard his voice, you were touched by him. And at any
Even
time
if you plugged your
thereafter, if
ears?
you ever made the mistake of looking in the mirror, he would come through the mirror and kill you.
No matter how long after?
Some said no matter. Some said within a month. Some said within a day.
Okay.
But that was kind of the superstition. So it became a thing of you have to literally, people would walk near him and they'd plug his ears. And then that developed into even beyond his time. It became a superstition where if you had people speaking out on the street publicly or spouting a religion or anything like that, that it would be you should plug your ears with your fingers noticeably to ward off the displeasure of your own god if it's something that runs against your god's preaching. And that's kind of how it evolved into something like that it applies to pretty much any religion now. If it's something you don't like, you plug ears, and it's kind of a local custom. The other thing you found out about this guy is that supposedly he was arrested and executed.
Okay.
This happened during the reign of the last pharaoh.
Okay.
Whatever.
Jesus Christ. Did you type it?
No, I don't think so. Shit, fuck. And apparently he was executed.
Mhm.
Okay. Executed by being burnt alive on a pyre. And the story is supposedly after he died, they buried him, his bones, and later, when they went to dig up his bones were not there anymore. The wizard who did this report found that very interesting because he did wonder, odds are somebody took them and did something with them. But it is possible something could have happened because of that. The fact that he was burned and salted and all that would limit the possibility of something like that. Because most likely the ground was consecrated in some way and also he thinks it's most likely someone just took the bones. Or they're just lying. They probably didn't even know where the fuck he was buried. It's just made up. But of course, the actual location of where this occurred was lost to the ages. This was thousands of years ago. But that's the best they got from it. And that's all the information.
Would Katrina know anything about it?
The other sources pretty much confirm only what Reynolds Reynolds told you. Except there's one thing that he didn't tell you. And that is anybody. There was apparently 3 cases put forth by priests of a god called Ilmhauer.
This is... hang on. Where is it? Knowledge religion.
There you go.
Ilmhauer?
Ilmhor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Planes, religion, something like that.
Well, they tell you about it, or at least enough for you to identify it. It turns out that is the ancient Ternubian. They're surprised, but apparently 3 priests. So essentially, Ilmhauer was an old name for Asmodeus.
Great. Isn't that great? All right.
3
what do they
priests
say?
of Asmodeus supposedly accosted the soothsayer, and there was a record of this in the Ilmhauer temple. That was apparently it was actually written on leather, and it was actually recorded, and that this wizard supposedly went and saw that. He bought it. This was something that was told to him, by the way, existed and what it was. So he cannot guarantee the provenance of the item. But it seemed legit. It seemed aged. It seemed all proper. The fact that they used the term Ilmhauer, which would be a very ancient and not popularly modern name for Asmodeus, even by Asmodeans probably wouldn't know it. He had to do research to discover it. The fact that adds legitimacy. But anyway, the whole story that was written in the record is that the soothsayer was approached and accosted because the reason they don't know why. But the person that wrote the record said that the priest that accosted them had suffered 3 things that they called curses that could not be cured. 1, nightmares every night. 2, their palms, which they laid upon the soothsayer, or the doomsayer, blackened and died. Necrosis.
Okay.
And 3, fever. They died 3 days later in their sleep. And they were found with empty eye sockets. Okay. That alone, and the guy that has the most details has it in there too, so it's collaborated. He's not entirely sure he can, like he said, he doesn't trust the fact that quote-unquote record is verifiable, because, quite simply, because the Doomsayer had such popularity back then, at the contemporary times, it would be nothing. This could have been a bard writing a story on leather, and he was just creating these people and telling the story of these priests of Ilmhauer, to embellish the story of the Doomsayer. But it could be legitimate. He's not sure. But he does say that other than folklore and stories and little sayings and songs, that is the only physical evidence of the idea of the nightmares and the burning of the eyes. And that interacting with him might have been actually detrimental. So, okay, that's all you get out of that research. It took a while. You had to read like 20 different books.
Would Katrina be able to verify any of that? Or all of it? Any amount of it?
Katrina, she will confirm that the little custom of plugging your ears. She says mostly children do it nowadays as just a little quaint thing, but beyond that, she's never heard. No. But
about what day would he finally come to all these late revelations?
Doesn't matter.
Well, as long as it's not literally the day before I just said he leaves, he would go and pay Seymour to have Roland exhumed for a bit, just to see.
Okay. All right. You are going to have to file paperwork and go through a process to have him exhumed.
File paperwork. Okay. How long will that take?
So in other words, you need a very good, legitimate, convincing reason of why his body needs to be exhumed. On paper.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you can't just dig people up willy-nilly.
No, I figured it was long. Well, I saw his face on his spirit is exactly undercut it, so that's not going to work.
Well, I mean, if you want to put that in there, but odds are it probably will not be enough. Unless you can link something else to it.
How he died, I guess.
You could put that in there to reference the reports of the walk and to say, suspicious death and things like that.
It was near the evil statue.
Okay, yeah, if you want to follow a report, that may work.
You know what? Yeah. With the statue and the date, yeah, that might work. All right, do it. We'll do it.
Okay. All right, you file it. They'll say, come back in a week.
Order.
Okay. Do you postpone your trip going back?
Yeah.
Okay, Kurtal. That means you can't go back. Unless you get a trip from somebody else or pay.
I'll pay so you can go back if you really need to go back, because I know you do. So, that's fine.
You're speaking, Necro, can't hear you.
I just ripped Kurtal. He drop? No.
I don't know.
Kyle?
Hi.
Yeah,
Okay.
rip Necro. I don't know.
Alright. So.
Uncle, do you see my message? Can I make those 2 rolls? My last casual actions. To learn Mind Fog and remove Curse.
Sure.
Oh.
I have removed Curse in the books. I have to buy Mind Fog. I've already paid for it.
Okay.
Mind Fog first. That's
If we're
enough.
actually doing casual actions and stuff, then Sollyn would take a CA to try and learn teleport
Okay.
from Clement's spellbook.
And
I
you do
only
learn
am
those.
for. Yeah.
I've got
spells.
Clement's spell. Oh no, not Clement's
You
spell.
give it back.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I still
then-
need to copy those spells, dude.
Jesus Christ, you've had a month!
I
Yeah.
I'm
didn't.
taking the goddamn book back.
Listen, no. I
Okay,
still need.
so Rolun, beginning of the 4th month, we're going to assume that Necro is back there. I'll just deduct 300 gold from his character sheet. That is the penalty for going AWOL. All right.
Necro, if you hear us type in Stripe, roast you're dead to us.
Okay. Starting the 4th month. Okay. Does anything special happen in the 4th month? Okay. I'm going to need a die 20 from the Fate Keeper or the backup Fate Keeper, which will be the Timekeeper.
Son of a. Yeah, I was about to say.
Alrighty. What fucking page am I
Question:
on? Yeah.
Can the Fate Keeper and the Timekeeper swap if they both choose to?
No.
Like swap with each other, not swap with someone else.
Why?
I don't know. I'd like to be the Fate Keeper more than being Timekeeper. I'll tell you that.
That's because Timekeeper requires more work.
Exactly.
There's no fucking mystery there, Tuckleberry.
That's pretty good.
Alright. Well, if they both
Well.
agree to it, I really don't give a shit. Okay. Okay, so beginning the 4th month, at the end of Farast. Oh, partway through Farast, who all's still in Eclipsia? Or did everybody go back with Rolun?
Sollyn went back. Unless, wait,
Understood.
in the time
Understood.
between, since Rolun took another week, was there an exhibition match?
No, only in Farast.
Okay.
If you want to sign up for them, though, there will be.
I did sign up.
Okay. Do you sign up for 1v1, 2v2, or Cabal?
1v1, unless Ilaria is going to take time from her very busy job of sitting in a
Nope.
room full of eggs and eagle
She's
shit.
not the only thing she's doing. She's also doing guard work. That's just the thing we'll focus on because it's actually the important part.
If Ilaria had time, or, well, I mean, I'd offer to all the Cabal, but I think Ilaria would be the only one who could possibly be interested. He'd offer if she wants, but
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Leota asks if she can join.
of course, I'd be happy to.
Have you looked at the rules?
Yes, please join.
Of course, assuming they allow custodians.
No, they don't.
Well,
Well-
then I'm sorry, Ilaria. Or not Ilaria.
Leota.
I'm sorry, Lealda.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Ilaria would do a match if it was convenient time and she didn't have to do any of the paperwork to start it. If you were just like one day came up to, hey, there's a match, and I
Someone
wasn't
would
busy,
do the
then yes, I
paperwork.
would do it.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. Did you have time? Oh, you signed up for one. Okay, so how many did you want to do? Just one? And for rest?
Yeah. If I only, yeah, probably I'd only have time for one, I think.
All right. 1v1. Okay.
Well, maybe 2v2 if Ilaria is free.
Okay.
You can always ask me for help.
I said I would
Organizer.
have offered the whole Cabal, but I figured if Ilaria would be... I offered to everyone, but I figured Ilaria is the only one who wants to.
The organizer says it's going to be very difficult to pair you two because of your discrepancy in rank.
Okay, well, I'll do 1v1s then. Sorry, Ilaria.
Ilaria didn't really care that much. She was like, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, you set it up.
Okay. All right. 1v1 for rest. Okay, very good. All right, so beginning the 4th month at the end of Calistral, or actually in Calistral, those of you who are still there before we start the 4th month, I got to do a check quick. Poogie. How perceptive is the Pooganada?
Please tell me she doesn't like try and kill someone or something.
Yes.
What do you mean, someone? She's trying to commit fucking genocide.
Just question. How bad? Question. Because I wasn't there for it. How bad for Erded was the fallout from that match, like socially?
No one cared.
It wasn't bad.
Nah, it wasn't bad.
She
some people were
accepted
like, "Oh,
the
he got his
duel,
ass
and
kicked."
Airden.
But
She accepted the duel. Airden didn't hurt her overly. He just,
Right.
like, as soon as she was down, he stopped.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, everybody's pretty happy with the result of Airden getting the shit beat out of him.
Airden won the duel. Okay.
yeah,
So,
but
Did you actually rank up?
Yeah, I did eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he died immediately.
Yeah, that was just a fight
Nobody
for
blackmailed
honor.
me.
That had nothing to do with ranking up at that point.
Yeah, it was a fight for honor, and like,
Yeah,
I shook
that's
Mal's
just-
hand afterwards and helped her up.
Absolutely, it's just a dwarf
And then
thing.
Airden was like, "You're next, ugly," to Jerruk.
I think I took Jerruk out whoring immediately after that.
As you should.
Okay. Alrighty. Poogie is completely oblivious to the fact that she's missing her mail from Harpo.
Do you want me to check?
Or that, not her mail, her, that you had broken and taken her letters.
You want me to see if I noticed the stuff at the fireplace?
I cleaned that up. Just saying.
Oh, Uncle.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's any reason for anybody to go onto the roof.
That's true.
Hey,
Other than
Uncle.
Poogie.
Yeah.
You never had the Cabal react to Rolun saying, "Hey, Harper wants us to visit," or excuse me.
You never said it.
Yeah, I was going. In a
Oh
thousand.
yeah, you know what? Poogie would have. I'm giving her another check with advantage.
What, because she went up on the roof?
Yes.
God damn it, Poogie.
Poogie
Stop
does
doing
like to be on the
stupid
roof.
shit.
Yeah, she likes going up.
Doesn't
the
matter. She rolls
Doesn't
terrible.
matter.
Oh my god. My rolls aren't even that bad.
Okay.
Your rolls are on average one better.
And you know what? One of those times she takes Batapa with her. Come on, I want to show you what it looks like on the roof.
That's fair. That is something Poogie would do.
Hey, are custodians allowed places where like neophytes are allowed, or where are they allowed in Lyceum?
They are allowed to travel in the Lyceum.
Yeah, but like where?
They're not in, only in the lowest 2 tiers.
Pupils and apprentices.
Okay.
Without a escort, I imagine.
Otherwise, they're
What
allowed to
about-
go wherever with escort. Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
So, all right. No, I'm not going to give Batapa a check. Fortunately, Poogie didn't notice. So, alrighty. Now we begin the 4th month. Necro.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Dickwad? Necro. Come back from the edge, Necro. You are edgy enough as it is. Come on, Necro. You can do it. You can do it. Take the razor away from your wrist. It's okay. I'm serious, Necro. Alright, fuck you.
He's been complaining about a headache. Maybe he just fucking dozed off because of this headache. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, beginning the 4th month. What happens in the 4th month? Okay. Alright. Something happens with Necro, but he's not here, so fuck him. Okay. Everybody must spend out of the Cabal funds to feed all the little dragon fuckers and little goblin fuckers.
Alright, so it's what, like 87, I think it was, gold out of the Cabal
87
funds?
and a half.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll adjust the money.
Okay. And Roland, if you want to address to everybody at the beginning of the 4th month, you may about the Harper letter. Just like with the information from before that almost got Harpo killed, decided to sit on it for like a month before bringing it to the Cabal's attention.
When was that duel?
It is going to be on Farast, the 3-die-6.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
He's... Well, Lars' thoughts on that is we probably shouldn't go there.
Tucker, if you're speaking, nobody can hear you.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, damn it. Well, I'm not going to ask that then. Never mind.
Ask what?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you going to... Did you just tell everybody about the letter? Nothing special, right?
Yeah, he said that he'd like to go. He'd want to see what happened to his sister, and his niece and nephew, for fuck's sake.
At some point, I'd like to go and tell Harpa what we know about the drow now.
I'll tell you, I still have to do the Equith thing, but after that, I suppose.
Okay. So you
Ilaria's not happy about it.
You want them
Yes,
to
I want
wait
them to
until
wait.
after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Till after what?
I have to go. I have the mission to Equith.
You want all of us to wait till after you're done?
Yeah. If we're all going to go, we should not go alone. We know who is there.
Alright, well.
Do you not realize that the Glamour could be there? And you can just walk in and she can kill everyone. It's not a good idea for like 2 people to go there.
Listen, I can handle myself now. I am a plains specialist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You'd be able to identify her just before you died.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before she rolls plus 35 to her attack. That's what it was.
Hey,
I remember.
That there's a badass demon.
Hey man, my AC's never been a problem before.
Okay.
That's a factor before.
But yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So everybody postpones. All right. So on the so Rolun, since we went ahead and start with you, then what are you going to do for month 4? Chop chop.
Month 4. All
Chop
right.
chop.
Well,
Chop chop.
All right, month 4. First off, I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm going to learn the spells out of Clement's spellbook.
Okay. List
So-
them and roll them when I'm doing somebody else.
Yeah, I
What
know.
else
I was
you
going
got?
to say I'll do it later. Later. Hell. Well. Go back to the Cabal house. He's tired. He wants to see his kid. His
Okay.
little dragon shit.
All right. Okay. Well, he did go back. And
No, he didn't. He had to wait another week. Remember?
oh, okay.
For
All
oh
right.
yeah, how'd the estimation form turn out?
The what? Oh, it. They said come back in a week. Oh, you waited. Yes, they
Yeah.
gave you approval. So,
Okay. Well, then we'll do that.
Okay. I gotta go to the bathroom quick. Hold on a second, guys.
That's dumb.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Necro's dead, dude.
Okay. You exhume the body of Roland. And you see Roland's body in there.
Nothing's wrong with it.
Nope.
Well, I was afraid of that.
But it does cost you 25 gold.
That's fine. That's worth it for some peace of mind, don't you think?
Yep. Okay. Now,
Well, there went hit that fucking lead. God damn it.
they don't bother putting him back in the ground either. They're like, fuck this shit. They just dump him over into the ocean.
Yeah, that might be for the best, actually.
No. Okay. So beginning the 4th month, Roland is doing what? Or what's the rest of the 4th month?
Roland is in the ground.
Roland. I know he's doing spells later, but what's he doing?
Okay, so he was going to go back to... I would tell Trina she's free to leave whenever she wants. He's going to spend some more time here. Unfortunately, he's...
Wait, so he didn't go back?
No.
Okay.
I remember there was one thing I got to do, and John reminded me.
Okay.
I did. What?
He is going to go find Franca. And if he's met by her little door guard, then he'd give her the shimmy. That he's making a ritual, and he wanted to know if she was interested in helping out.
Okay, you give her. She'll say, "Well, why would she want to help you?"
He shrugged. She's helped me in the past, and he still doesn't know why.
Okay. What's your name?
Rolun Stoutman.
What's your rank?
Wizard second.
How are they supposed to contact you?
Insert Cabal location here. I'll just be here.
Okay, good riddance.
Yep.
Okay. You're contacted a few days later by candlelight, letting you know that she would enjoy spending some time researching some new magic. So you let her know when you're going to, and she'll try to stop in if she has time free.
Neat.
Oh.
Yep. And then I'm gonna fucking start rolling spell research shit.
All right, so you're researching. Okay.
Where's that at? Where's that at? Where's that at? It's that. This, no, it's not. Researching magic. There it is.
Make sure you set the DCs in your character sheet before you use the macro.
There's a macro for researching?
Yes, but you must set the right attributes and DCs in your character sheet.
Spell DCs. Just check over Bound Army one more time for me, so I don't finish it and you're like, this isn't what I okayed.
It's not okayed yet.
Okay. Well, then please look over for me before I start rolling.
I'm not going to approve.
You're not going to
the
complete it
session.
for a while.
Yeah.
So you might as well not even worry about it.
Alright. Save DC.
What level spell is this? 3, 4?
Ritual.
What's ritual?
Second, I think.
Okay, you need to create attributes on the back of your sheet for that if you want to use the macro, which I suggest you do.
On the bat, where?
Attributes on the back of your
I
character
see
sheet.
that. Oh, this.
Add.
Okay.
You want to add and drag them to the top. There was a picture I had for that.
Are they already on here?
No.
No. Okay. Just tell me what to add and I'll add them.
Okay. You're going to want to add the following exactly.
Jesus. How many slots?
Those two.
That's it?
Yep. And so at the very beginning, you continually update your DC there. So whenever it changes, you put it in under those values, and then you press the macro using your token.
Uh-huh.
As the DC slowly lowers, I suggest you actually read the Researching Magic handout for researching a new spell, including all the notes, so you understand how breakthroughs and such work.
Okay, so ritual level 2.
Alright, so you're done for the 4th month, and probably for the next 7. Alrighty.
Yeah. Well,
That's good.
25.
Kurtal,
plus-
what do you do for the 4th month? If nothing, say nothing.
I'm trying to think here.
This is live. Welcome back.
Plus what's the natural spellcraft arcana skill modifier? Is that just 6?
If it says +6, then yeah.
Well, it says on the little researching thing +6.
Then yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's just the designation of what the +6 is.
25, 31, 37. 37. Okay. DC. So I put the DC in both those little slots. It's just 37.
One for Arcana, yep, one for... Yeah, they should start the same, but they will separate as you do checks. So
Yeah.
that's why there's 2 different ones. Yep.
I see there's 2 boxes. Do I put anything in the other box or just the first box?
Just for current. Not
Okay.
not max. Okay. Alright, so, Kurtal, you're there.
Yes.
Okay. Beginning the 4th month. What do you do the 4th month? You're back at home. You're just going to continue taking care of the little ones?
Taking care of the dragons and running to the chapel.
Okay.
Or the temple. Like I said, I've been waiting for you to give me a final price so I can deduct the gold, but...
Yeah. I'll just give that to you after session. I didn't calculate it in time, and it's not going to be that much, so it shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Well, it depends. I will have to discuss. I mean, it depends how fancy of a statue and shit you want, but for the most part, the little stuff really shouldn't matter.
Yeah, something simple, and then I was going to say with the rest, I was going to see about hiring somebody to come in once a week to just clean up the temple.
Okay. All right, that would be fairly simple. That would be once a week. You're talking 2 silver a month. 2, 3. No, once a week. 4 silver a month.
Yeah, it was just come in, dust, broom, kind of just thing.
Okay, that works. And as for the statue, did you want something special with that?
It was just supposed to be a simple statue of Asira, or a depiction of her.
Okay. All right, so you'll have to order that, and we'll just say you did, and however quality you want, they're going to start work on that. Okay. What's his face? Kopf? Kopf, I think that was his name. Hopf, that's it. He's going to return home at the beginning of the 4th month. Wish you the best of luck. He did, however, bring a lot of people there during his little playful entertainment sessions, and he seemed to be very liked by the younger audience. Okay. He also gave you a dozen books, prayer books for Asira. Mostly pamphlets. So you have a dozen of those that you can hand out to people. Or you can pay to have them copied if you want to, reproduce them, whatever. So nothing fancy with them. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so 4th month. Make 4... did you say you were going there once a week or once every 2 weeks?
Twice a month.
Twice a month. Okay, now you're going to continue doing twice a month after Hopf leaves?
I'm going to drop it to at least once a month.
Okay.
Like, probably during the full moon kind of thing is when I'll have my formal things.
Alright, okay. Alright, so do a diplomacy check. 1 for the 4th month.
Do you want me to do another set for the dragonlings?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. So do the 1 first, and then the 3. Okay. And what is it you wanted, Tucker?
A long time ago, Rolun asked Wallan that he was looking to do a walk for someone, or for a little Cabal. Just if that ever popped up.
Okay.
Just I know you probably don't have anything, but just to know that that's something I need to get done.
To escort a Cabal, right?
Yeah. Also, where are breakthroughs at?
There's a Cabal going on a journey to the water.
What does he mean by that?
Do you have a frog suit?
Frog suit?
Uh-huh.
Scuba, dude.
No.
Okay. Very nice rolls that time, by the way.
I'll try.
Alright, so 28, the second one. Very nice. The dragons are all falling in love with you. You're going to steal all the dragons from everybody.
Where's the people we paid with breakthroughs?
It's all under research and magic.
Oh, is it? Did I just not see it?
Probably at the top under the notes and all that explains that. Okay.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
As for you, I'll cover that. But is that something? If you want to go, he can arrange for something like that. A simple walk. It's not a big deal. An event might happen during the walk that you'll have to deal with. That's about it.
Well, I had him put that. I had Rolun ask that he be considered for a walk since before I fucking left. So
Right.
it should have been several months
Right. Well,
that he's been in the.
when you
in
want
the
to do
wings.
that, he can do that.
Okay. All right. Well, let me fucking figure out how to do this first.
Okay. Alrighty. So very good, and that's how you spend. Do you do anything else the 4th month, Kurtal? That's most of your time.
I suppose I would have a part-time action stuck. Reading one of the chapters out of the Book of Eclipsian Mages.
Which one?
I read chapter 2, so the other ones I haven't read yet, so I guess chapter... It wasn't chapter 1. No, chapter... I think it was 10 was Zodius. I'm double-checking in the handout right now.
9.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I read Ludus, and 9 is Zodius. Because that's 9 is the one we have full information for, because Katrina relayed it all to us.
Nobody has full information except for Katrina. If you remember what she told you, good for you.
Yeah. Anyway, chapter 1 then, because I already read chapter 2.
Alrighty. And that is opened up for you under Shady Bower, Book of the Eclipsian Order.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Sollyn. Or no, let's go to Ilaria. Ilaria, month 4, what are you doing?
Okay, well, first week I'm going to spend my part-time and full-time both working for the guard and the Eagles trying to figure out this writing and what it means and all that.
Okay, so you're spending time with the Eagles, and you said for 2 weeks?
Okay.
Okay.
The first week for sure, and then we'll go from there. And I'll even study a bit in the library if I maybe look at or in the language, see if there's anything in that sort of stuff. That wouldn't be like intensive study. It'd be like get a dictionary of Orin, look for something similar, and most of it's just observing their behavior.
Okay, so do a research check.
What kind of check is that?
That is research is perception with int instead of wisdom modifier.
As soon as my sheet changes, there it goes. God, of course. I don't botch.
Okay. All right. So you find an interesting story about a giant eagle that
Yeah. Well, like I said, most of it's just observing them. The research was just like, do I see this symbol in Orin?
Right.
That was the extent
you
of the
find a beautiful
research.
story about a giant eagle named Little White Dove who fell in love with somebody named Running Bear.
I don't read the story.
You read the story the whole time, and you research nothing else.
Okay. Like I said, I wasn't really researching for the most part. I was observing the things, the eagles.
Alrighty. And, exactly. That's very good research. And,
Okay.
now you can do a diplomacy check. Or, I guess you could do a sense motive check. When you return to the eagles, the one steps forward after a few moments to greet you, and he does so by drawing the same symbol on the ground. And then sits there and looks at you.
Okay. I'll do a sense motive, and then depending if we're doing do I get anything from that, or just basics I've
You
already know?
believe that the bird wants you to respond.
Yeah. This time I just draw the same symbol in front of myself, like nearby where it is, and look at it quizzically.
Alright.
You didn't even say an Orin. Where are we going with this? Sort of something like that.
Where are we going with this?
Do you speak, Arn?
I can, yes. I have the necklace.
Okay.
I've heard it spoke, so I can speak it.
You've heard it spoke?
Yeah, I remember I asked old... God, his name's always gonna fucking elude me because so many names are fucking jumbled around in there.
Yeah.
The guy that's helped me with all this.
Dahern?
Dahern. I asked him to speak some Orin so I could hear it and then know how to set the amulet to speak it.
Is that permanent, or doesn't there have to be recent that you've heard it?
You never made a handout for it, so I'm kind of just going by... Well, if it's not permanent, then I would have talked to him before going to see them and try to have him speak some Orin so I could set it to be able to speak Orin.
Okay, alright. Alright, so you speak to it. It does not respond to you at first. It just stares at you. You have a lot of being stared at with these eagles.
Yeah, I stare back a lot trying to get to read. Oh, my shit.
And it will, you know what, give me a diplomacy check to see how diplomatic you are with your staring. Alright, you give him the googly eyes. And the bird finally stands up and waddles over to where you scratch this symbol. Okay. And it reaches over and draws the following.
Let me move my token out of your way.
And then sits down and looks at you.
Okay.
And it seems to be waiting for a response of some sort.
No, I have two things in mind. I'm either going to do this, or I'm going to do the same thing he did, but on the opposite side. I'm trying to decide which one. I'm thinking it's some sort of game, so I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to do... this.
Okay.
You delete the other ones.
When you draw that, you will reach out with his little hook. And draw that.
Okay. What'd you say? Go ahead.
And then he'll just look at you waiting.
Fucking risk the tactics.
If you want to do a wisdom check to see if you deduce something from that.
Sure, I will. I already have a move in mind, but the wisdom check might give me something more.
It surely will give you something very, very good.
Surely.
Hey!
Okay. You're looking at this and you think, you know what, if you look at it from his angle, or yours, it doesn't really matter. You think he's drawing a portrait of Rolun. There's his head, there's his belly, and his arms, and his feet. Or Cartman.
Fuck off. Cartman.
This is some sort of design, obviously, that he's drawing. And they're obviously linked together. You're not sure if it's supposed to form an image, or if it's a game where one's supposed to beat or stop the other. But the best bet is you're actually starting to think that this is actually some type of drawing more than a game. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, in that case, I'll do this. Because now there's this, but in two places.
Okay. Do another diplomacy check.
I know, guys, this is riveting.
It's more interesting than stuff like Kurtal does.
Fucking ass.
Temple this, temple that, temple.
That's alright.
Hey, at least this is different.
All the dragons are going to be his, so don't worry about it. Okay.
Son of a bitch.
The eagle takes his foot, stamps it down on what you drew, and scuffs it away.
Okay.
Then he draws.
Probably, I think I have an idea. Yeah.
And waits for you.
And I draw something like that. Man, mine are real ugly.
Okay. All right. And then he draws. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not correct.
Yeah, be on the side.
Yep. And he would start making them a little more narrow, like that. Okay.
Okay. So I think I found the pattern and.
Okay. Okay. You do this several times until you realize, after it goes up several tiers, it looks like either a reverse pyramid or a tree that it's drawing. And once it goes up several ways, you can now redo your sense motive check and essentially gain advantage on it to see if you get more insight into this little eagle.
So roll twice or just once?
Just once.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. 19. We're improving.
Okay, all right. You believe that the eagle is happy with the results, and but that is the end of the communication that day. And from that, that essentially that ends that week. But you get the distinct feeling that the eagle is happy with you. His eyes glisten.
Okay.
They glisten.
They glisten more than they normally do.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, the rest of the month, I'm going to keep working with the same one, and then I'll make one check for learning Aqua for the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
Hopefully I learn it. Son of a bitch.
So I think I'm... So, once you nail both DCs on a check for ritual, it's done, right?
No.
No.
Read.
I did. That's why I'm asking.
All right.
You do new ritual? Not adapting?
Yes, I read new ritual. So do you just have to get it to 0 then?
It will tell you. No, the DCs keep dropping. It'll tell you how many simultaneous checks you have to have.
3 plus the ritual's level. So 5 concurrent successes.
So that means both skills have to succeed.
I
in the
missed
same
a current.
check.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
And the same
That's what I was saying. It's going to take you years to complete this.
It'll take me years.
Feels like it.
Developments really help.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. All right, let's do it.
Okay. So. Ending month 5, Sollyn, you face off with Mr. Anon.
Oh no, you're fighting fortune.
Can I roll a knowledge Lyceum check to see if I've ever seen this guy so I know if I'm going to kill him in one hit?
Yes, you may.
Or does he have his rings on? Can I see him?
And I've got to... yes.
Well, obviously, the person's rings is not an indicator of their skill, Acolyte.
That's
but
fair.
yes, you can check what rank they are. You can always do that with any wizard.
Okay. I will look at his rings.
Okay. You realize that he is an acolyte.
Okay.
Remember, we are insanely overleveled for... Everyone in our Cabal is overleveled for where we are.
So might this guy be. Sollyn is not going to hold back. He saw what happened to the last guy, so if he's willing to fight against me, he's sort of confident.
Okay.
That's
Just
fair.
reloading back in. So, you might want to go ahead and start thinking about your spells.
Yep. I'm opening up my spell page. I need to get greater invisibility.
Okay. You notice he casts resistance on himself.
Okay. Smart.
Waves goodbye to the children in the crowd.
Yes.
Oh, good.
And he casts. What's your first spell?
My first 3 spells would be whatever the names of the level 2 ones that give me +4 strength, con, and wisdom are.
Okay.
Bear strength.
Bull's endurance, and
Owl's wisdom.
Owl's wisdom, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm also going to try and hide what I'm casting.
All right.
Yeah, you can feint the spell.
Okay. And go ahead and give me a stealthy casting check, whatever components on that on your last spell that you just listed. What was it?
Owl's wisdom,
Yeah,
I
that
think.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. You can ignore the first 2.
Okay. Sec, I'm just seeing. Okay, so it's gonna require both. It's not acrobatics, Sollyn. Oh, sorry, I've still got my huge size modifier on here, which I am not.
Not yet.
Not yet. Skill check. I want to use stealth. It's not putting it in right. This should be higher than it is. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Should be like 4 higher than that, but yeah.
Okay.
Should possibly be more higher than that, but... Oh yeah, it should be... Yeah, no, I think 4 higher, sorry.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, he is casting several more spells on himself. This one's really not that big of a deal. I really don't think it's going to be a threat to you, honestly, so I'm not going to go into all the details of it.
Okay.
What's going to be your final spells before it starts?
My final spell will probably be invisibility.
Okay.
Do you want me to list everything I'm casting, or just...
Well, whatever is going to affect the immediate first rounds, essentially.
Okay, I'll summon ghouls.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that.
Okay. 1 ghoul.
Okay.
And give me a second to look up the details, and I'm going to cast Undead Anatomy 3.
Ooh. Nice. Fancy, fancy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow me to become incorporeal yet. I don't think. But let me look up. Yeah, not yet. Let me go get the picture for you. This is the worst. Okay, while I get the picture, let me know if there's anything that I need to know.
Nope.
Okay.
It does make you incorporeal?
It does not, unfortunately.
Okay.
I have to get the next version up. But once I get that, it'll be real cool.
Alrighty.
I'm turning into a thing which I cannot pronounce the name of. But it is a medium-sized interpreter. I think it's medium. Where is it?
Ain't it?
I'm trying to find it. There it is. Oh, it's Undead Anatomy 2, which is level 5. Oh well. But yeah, this. What the fuck does he have? Little pet gnomes or something?
Little pet gnomes. And what the hell?
And the picture for that is, oh god, is that the? No, it's this one.
Oh my god, what a horrible thing that is. This is what you're summoning?
That's what I'm turning into.
Oh my god. You turn into something that just makes him shit his pants.
There you go, folks.
Yes.
Mananandro. Mananandro? Why? Why does this exist?
Alright, we're just
Despite
gonna say
your tongue.
that's what you are. Okay. Okay. He does that in the first few rounds, and then he starts ritualized casting on the last 3 rounds. If you want to try to identify, you may.
Okay. Can he summon more than one thing?
But they're different levels.
Oh, okay.
1 per spell. Yep.
To identify, and how many checks should I roll? 3?
Yes.
Okay. Spellcraft, where are you? I could find it once, why can't I find it? There we go. Wow. Come on, Sollyn, roll above 5. That one's better.
Okay, that works still. Alright. Okay. He is ritualized casting magic missile.
It's a good thing I go invisible then.
Yeah, magic missile cannot work against an invisible target, or rather a non-visible target.
I was trying to identify all the spells he casts, by the way, if there's anything else that is of note.
Yeah, mage armor and protection from evil and sea alignment.
Protection from evil? Oh, well, sea alignment. Okay, that's fair.
No.
Bullshit, but it's fair.
Unfortunately, no. See alignment wouldn't work, so he couldn't know.
Oh, cool.
You
So
don't
he
have
just
that.
did it because I literally murdered somebody, which is also.
No, he did it after you summoned the ghoul.
Oh. Yeah. Oh well.
Okay. All right, and then fight.
Why
And,
Sollyn summoning kobolds?
just do 1 die 20 because. All right, he's +1.
I beat him.
Okay. Holy banana fuck. Okay. So you go. And you go invisible. And just see if you can kill him in the first round.
Okay. Sollyn is. Well, Ghouli's gonna charge in first.
Mm-hmm.
And try to beat the shit out of these dogs. Bite. Does it hit the one of the dogs?
Yes.
All right. Dog should give me a fort save. And he doesn't make it, and the dog's paralyzed.
Well, that dog's dead. And you're invis, right?
Sollyn is invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And Sollyn's going to charge and grapple as he flies at him.
You gotta do sound effects.
I don't know. I'm a flying woman's torso, without the legs down.
All right, squish.
If
Grapple
holy
check.
shit.
Oh my god.
If I only had a brain.
Now remember, you lose all your Drider bonuses to grapple when you're not in Drider form.
Yeah, so it's only that +2.
Okay.
Only
So
that
32.
+2.
All right, you grapple the fuck out of him.
Okay.
You successfully traumatized this child for the rest of their life.
He must
Is he a
immediately.
child? How old is this guy?
He's 16. Okay. Assuming he has to make a concentration check to finish his ritual,
Yeah.
and he fails.
Okay, nice.
All right, his empowered magic missile fucking drops. Okay. He tries to break out of your hold. That fucking fails, donkey dick.
Okay.
And-
If he tries to do that and fails, then he takes 2 constitution damage as I suck the blood out of him.
All right. Does that snake bite you in the side?
No.
Okay. Does the dog bite you?
Please
No.
don't kill another one.
If he surrenders, which
That
Sollyn will
dog
whisper
bites
for
your
him to do.
ghoul.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know ghouls ACs. Yes, it does.
Okay, he's going to try to cast another spell frantically, as that one
Okay.
fumbles out the ass. Oh no, he tried to cast it and it fumbled. So
Yeah.
that's his turn. All right. So and he tried to break out. Essentially, that was his turn. So that's it. Your turn. Kill him.
Sollyn will command him to not using a spell. Just if you want to live, surrender,
Okay.
and then try to pull him up into the air at half his speed. So he's now. Should I make a? I'm gonna make a CMB check. I'm gonna pull
You
him
don't have
25. Okay.
Do you
I'm gonna
guys
pull-
remember when our Cabal had a good reputation?
I'm gonna pull him 25 feet up in the air. I don't.
I don't.
25 feet up in the air, and then you just drop him, right?
No, I just hold him there. Because I can't make a pin attempt until the next round.
All right, he makes a green hat check.
God, why are they? I thought they were going to try and put me against good people.
He's working on his last success. Fuck you. And
Most
he fucking
people don't go around having to fight the shit we do. Like,
And he fails. He starts pissing his pants.
God damn.
All right.
We're like the rookie cops in the rookie cop movies where we've just seen too much in too short an amount
The
of time.
snake, by the way, is hanging off your leg and went with you up into the air.
Okay, good for it.